beam you up for looking like Scott. He didn't hit my fucking Krillin. Bitch, I'm chilling. Oh, I can't curse this early in the stream. Or else something bad will happen. But I'm chilling. Nothing can stress me. I got the money. Test me. Say you bone, but it's from Etsy. That like Diet Pepsi, Wayne Gretzky got on the flow. But it's like you trying to jet ski, trying to test me. Pray on my head, but you say you trying to bless me. Rano test me. This is the best me. I got the keto laugh. I named the retribution. Now you kissing with Peter wife. I named the ratchet Pewter Schmidt. Now you kissing with Peter wife. Alright. Why is it stuck there like that? That's weird. Let me see. If anything changes. Mobley. What's good, bro? Oh yeah, nah, you ain't know, bro. I got like 1,000 bars in the clip. I really used to do this rap stuff. Interesting. It's still showing Kakashi on there. Huh, that's weird. Do I gotta do this every time I come here, bro? Every time I come here. Hey, what's good, Kuribo? How you doing, Kuribo? Alright, well, let's get rid of this, I guess, again. Let's remove it. And bring it back. macOS screen capture. Okay. Then we're going to fit the form. Fit the screen. There we go. Alright. Oh yeah, that's right. I got to bring me forward now. So I have to do this every time I stream from Twitch and YouTube. I have to do this every time. That's crazy. Whatever, though. Is what it is. Is what it is. How do they say it in Spanish? Pero es lo que es. Alright. So we're reading some Boruto. I really got to catch up because I'm hearing a lot of things for not 1,000 Year Blood War. I'm sorry, 2 Blue Vortex. Hearing a lot of things. I'm seeing a lot of things for 2 Blue Vortex. So I really do want to catch up. Why Damon looking like he's nibbling on Eida collar in the thumbnail? Because he's a sick child. He needs Jesus. Yeah, that boy need Jesus. That's all that is. He need help. Oh, wait a minute. No. Click. There we go. Okay. Yeah. So also, before we get started, you know what, Kuribo? I've decided that I will actually make Kakashi versus Toshiro. I've decided on it. I've decided. We'll do Kakashi versus Toshiro. And we'll go through each quote-unquote era. We'll go through pre-Shippuden, or like early Shippuden Kakashi versus fake Karakura Town Toshiro. Then we'll do War Arc Kakashi versus 1,000 Year Blood War Arc Toshiro. Not much of a difference for Kakashi, but he gets the larger stamina pool and all that stuff. And then we'll do grown man adult Toshiro versus dual MS Kakashi. I think that'll be fun. I think that will be fun. So, congratulations again, Kuribo. You have got me to the point where I've decided to make a video on this because of our interactions and conversation. So shout out to you, because you're making me produce work. I haven't made an actual video in a while now, mainly because I've just been busy as hell, planning my planning my wedding proposal, streaming, reading, and just like general study stuff with the IT stuff. But you're making me want to like push all that to the side and make a video. So I'm like, yeah. Which version of Kakashi? Because Toshiro is, hold up, I can't read it. Toshiro's stomping hard just from society. Like, you know, like it. Like, here's the thing, bro. Like, Kuribo has talked so much that I'm like, yo, I might just have to make it. Like, the reason we got Asuma versus Ikkaku was because Kuribo was insistent that Asuma would win that fight. And I'm like, there's no way you could believe that. So then I had to do research for Asuma versus Ikkaku. I mean, I already knew Ikkaku was going to win, but I still had to do it. So we're at that point again where it's like, all right, Kuribo's talking a lot about Kakashi. First off, Mobley, he said Toshiro doesn't even get past Kaguya. We'll cover all that stuff, but he said Toshiro doesn't even make it out of Shippuden. You believe that, Mobley? That's what he said to me. He said Toshiro doesn't make it out of Shippuden. That don't even make sense to me. That's insulting, actually. So we're gonna do Toshiro versus Kakashi, and if we're feeling froggy, we'll do Toshiro versus Kaguya. Because this all started with Toshiro versus Boruto. And I'm like, all right, you know what? I haven't even gotten to Boruto yet as far as like him being a teenager. So we'll have to see about all that stuff. But that's how this initially all got started. Toshiro versus Boruto. Naruto explained will get you hyped for a Boruto era Kakashi. Hey, Kuribo, you can send them on. You can send them through X or Twitter. You can send the specific videos you want me to watch, like the Kakashi fighting the snow ninja or whatever. Which I actually might have to use the movie for that. I hope people don't get mad at me, but we don't really see a lot of ice ninja or snow ninja, quote unquote. So I might use the movie for that. But then again, Kaguya freezing them in basic glacier ice is enough, but we'll get to that anyway. But all right. It's now 8:07. We got 3 more minutes before I start reading, before people get in here. So, how was everyone's day? Yes, how was everyone's day? Talk to me. What are we doing this weekend? It's Friday. It's Friday and it's getting good with the weather. What are we doing this weekend, gang? What are we doing, guys? Like, what's the moves? Is what I'm trying to figure out. I'm in, where am I? I'm in Atlanta. Not like Georgia, Atlanta, but I'm in South Carolina. Yeah. I'm in South Carolina here for work. So I can't really do much because I'm not from here. And I don't really go out like that. I really just either go to the gym or make content. So I'll be doing this. And I'm actually going to work tomorrow too to get that overtime. But tell me, what will you guys be doing this week? Like, what is the moves? Where are the moves at? Kuribo, do you got the honeys? Mobley, you got the honeys? What we talking about? I know one of y'all's a player in real life. All right, let's check on the Twitch people. Make sure the Twitch stream is good. Hey, we got one viewer in the Twitch chat. Let's go. I don't know who you are, Twitch viewer, but stay here. We're gonna have a lot of fun. Comment, man. I want to talk to the Twitch people too. I appreciate your guys' viewership. Yo. Yeah, I appreciate the Twitch viewership. Even though it's like one person right now. I have no problem with one person. They say Jinxie started off with one person for like 10 years or some shit, some crazy shit like that. So I do not mind a single person. We have 1 more minute before we start stream. Hey, Shinigami, my boy. What's up? Komamura is gliding to the 4th Great War just from having Tengen Myo. That's Susano. Yeah, no, that's actual factuals. Especially like if we use Immortal Komamura. He's not like, well, I mean, I don't even think they could hurt base Tengen Myoho. But if he gets immortal, that's just like a whole nother layer they'd have to deal with. We just hanging right now. We're waiting for that 1 minute mark. In other news, by the way, I've been training both of my AIs to scale using the triple AP scaling method. That's been kind of fun. Like I had one of them calculate Jackie's air pressure feat. Actually, let me see if I can. Do I have that? Let me see if I can find it. Let me see if I can show you guys. Okay. Oh, no, not the... this is the one, but not that specifically. And it is time to read, but let me just show you guys this and show you guys what I've been talking about. Bum, ba, bum, 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 bum. How do I get out of this? Okay, cool. Where is it at? No. Do I have it in here? I might not have it in here. That'd be really weird. Alright, I don't think I have it in here. Oh, you know what I can do? I'll do this. I'll go here. Go to my groks. So yeah, as you guys can see, I've been talking with Grok a lot. Like a lot. Like, hold up, this is our conversation. And this is literally all about scaling. This one in particular was for Jackie's feat, and we'll go over Jackie's feat real quick. Once I have the numbers down and I know how to actually present this feat, we'll definitely be talking about this. Let me go to the actual feat though real quick. All right, I think I passed it. Yeah. So yeah, if we take a look, guys, Jackie, the Fullbringer, mind you, probably the second weakest Fullbringer next to Riruka, right? Jackie was able to topple this giant stone column with the air pressure of a blocked attack from Renji. This is why I will always have Bleach with the highest AP. Well, maybe not highest. Higher than Naruto for sure, though. This is why I will have Bleach with the higher AP than Naruto. Because in Naruto, you have to use your goddamn Susanoo to get anything close to this. You have to use your Kurama avatar to get anything close to this. You have to be Sakura, actually making contact to get anything close to this. This is a blocked kick. Look, number one, she's surprised Renji blocked it. Then he goes on to one-shot her with his opening attack. He one-shots her. But mind you, this is a blocked kick that does this much damage. Makes no sense. Makes absolutely no sense. It's a retarded feat. This is a retarded feat. And so me and Grok have been we've been chatting it up, yapping it up for about 3 to 5 days now, because I've had to teach it. Well, so first thing I did was I went through Zalius's video on air pressure. I watched that several times. I took all the links from his video that he put in the video. I fed it to Grok. I said, all right, Grok, take this. I explained how Zalius got his numbers for his example with the katana and how that made like a 6,000 multiplier difference. And essentially, I'm just going through a process of teaching Grok how to scale with triple AP standards. And it's been actually really fun. I'm not gonna lie, it's actually been really fun because where I have the know-how of what I want, of course the AI is like, it can do all the computing, right? It can do all the computing once you give it the right shit. So in the hands of someone who actually knows how to, and I just saw a video about this on Twitter, on TikTok, that in the hands of someone who actually knows how to use AI, like really knows how to use it, knows what they're talking about, it's a fucking invaluable tool, because this is going to make scaling for me so much more digestible, so much more easier. And then hopefully I can actually start getting more versus videos for you guys out, because the big thing that's been holding me back on that is, finding these things and scaling them myself, not because I don't trust places like Versus Battle Wiki, and I've even used some of their numbers on this channel before, but I think it's way more important, way more credible if you come to your own realizations. You're not relying on someone else's interpretation. Even if I'm wrong, I know since I'm training it to use necessary minimums, I'm not going to be like wrong as them. I should say y'all, but I'm not talking to you guys, obviously. I'm not going to be wrong as y'all or them, right? Because we're taught to look for necessary minimums, as in what must be true. So even if I'm lower than what might be acceptable, I still know I'm right, because at least it must be this. And for her feat right here, me and Grok are looking at mountain level, just off the air pressure. Yeah. That's crazy. Kuribo says, wow. Kuribo says, knocking down a rock. Wow. It's like, bro, Kuribo. And you know what we might got to do? We might have to watch one of Zalius's air pressure videos, because for you to say, wow, knocking down a rock, it's kind of telling me you don't understand how impactful this feat actually is. It's given like you don't really understand the AP side of it. But I know you, Kuribo, and I know you watched his videos, and I know you watch my videos, and I know you know how our community, quote unquote, scales. So you I don't know how you're coming to these conclusions. It really should be oh wow, Jackie has a feat like that. That's what the reaction should be. Because if I go to Naruto, like I said, you have to get Madara in his absolute strongest form to do something like this. It's not just knocking down a rock. It's knocking down a rock with the AoE of a foot with air pressure. Jackie would throw a kick at Kakashi and knock his goddamn head to fucking Canada, bro. Not even gonna lie to you. Jackie would kick Kakashi's head square to the land of lightning. He would not be able to defend against a kick like this. He can't block Sakura's punches. What's he doing with a kick that's knocking down a stone column? Yeah, I know you know how we scale. I know you do, which is why I'm expecting you to like tighten up, bro. Like if this was Trip, if this was Red, if this was Godflow, I can expect that from them. But you already know how this community gets down. You already know how important the air pressure feats are. So when you're like, oh wow, it's just a rock. No, my nigga, no. It's a rock with air pressure being applied to it from the AoE of a kick doing that. And it was blocked. Why are we playing games? Anyways, we're 8 minutes past me starting to read. This is why I don't interact with Kuribo though. Let me stop. He my mans. We good. All right, let me catch up first. He says, Jackie, my love. Seriously, Jackie, Sakura. Oh, yeah, absolutely, bro. Absolutely. And hold up. Because Jackie has a Sakura feat with her just stomping her feet on the ground. I'm going to see if I can find it. I don't know if I have it in here. No, that's that one. No, I don't think I have it in here, actually. Yeah, I probably don't have it in here. Let me see. And I'm getting a call. All right. Yeah, okay, I don't have it in here. It's all right. I don't have it in here, but yeah, no, Jackie definitely has a Sakura level feat, literally just stomping her feet on the ground. Okay. I think Jackie is strong. You think Jackie's stronger than Giriko? I think we can only say that because Giriko got one shot by Kenpachi, which isn't really fair. But you know, I could give you that. Especially since it was Jackie who helped train Ichigo instead of Giriko. You could argue that. You could definitely argue it. So third weakest in my opinion. That's fair. Versus Battle Wiki is good, but it's still better to do it yourself. Or use it as an example, but not a definitive. Yeah, and then Mobley, my thing with Versus Battle is like, or my thing with that in general is, I don't want to be like a hypocrite. Like, I don't want to take one thing from their site, but not for another person or use it for another thing. Like, for example, and I did this with the Ikaku video, for Urahime's shield coming out at like Mach 14 or whatever, I used that But then they also said Kakuzu's lightning was real lightning, and I'm like, I don't believe that. And it kind of puts me in a place of I'm using half of their stuff, but not all of it. And I'm more of I like to operate in absolutes. Like, I'm either going to use all of the data books for every verse I scale, or none of the data books for any verse I scale. Right? And then even in that, it's more nuanced and it's more fair, because with me, as long as the data book is adding lore to something or it's expounding on something we already know, I don't have a problem taking that as true. For example, the deity gates. Oh, they hold you down by suppressing your willpower. I think that's fine. I have no problem with that. When it comes to Amaterasu being as hot as the sun, and then we have things not being burnt to a crisp that's been burning for like a while now, I gotta take that with a grain of salt. You know what I mean? So it really depends. It really depends. But yeah, Jackie Lily pulled Madara versus the 5 Kage. Exactly. We all know that if that was Naruto, one smart would glaze it. Bro, Kuribo, I swear to God, if it was Sakura doing that feat with air pressure, you would, oh my God, bro. It might be too appropriate what I was going to do, but yeah, that. So Jackie could smoke Madara would one-shot Itachi. Bleach is peak restriction. Yeah, so like Madara would, both of those entities would both have to use their Susanoo to block that type of attack. And they wouldn't know to do it. They'd have to probably dodge it and see the effects of her kicks. But yeah, if it, like, no one is making contact with Jackie and surviving in Naruto. Not from what I've seen. That is not impressive in Naruto. Kuribo, here's the thing. The only entity that can do something like that is Madara. And that's him using his perfect Susanoo or the Nine Tails in collaboration with his perfect Susanoo. Like, the fact that we don't understand air pressure is actually thousands of times weaker than the full contact, but the air pressure is already causing a giant stone column to collapse from a blocked attack, which means the pressure was somewhat diverted and absorbed by Renji. Like, you gotta factor that in too. I'm doing the bare minimum from a blocked attack. This wasn't even an attack that was like diverged anywhere. But alright, we waited long enough. 22 minutes late. Let's get into the reading of this Boruto episode. So, 68. Scar. You're saying you were resurrected using karma. That's what Momoshiki said. I can't blame you for not believing me. I'm pretty sure I already read this stuff. Did I read this stuff? Anyways, apparently about 82% of Momoshiki data had already finished extracting, but he used the remaining 18% to rebuild the destroyed parts of my body. Goodness. Well, since they're able to digitize components of their own flesh, I suppose converting that data into another person's components isn't much of a stretch, no matter how mind-blowing that possibility sounds. For anyone that's watching this, I'll start saying the characters who's talking, since I know a lot of you guys, watch this without actually looking at it. So Amado says, if Boruto died, Momoshiki would lose his vessel and his soul would be extinguished. Even an Otsutsuki can't make an omelet without breaking a few eggs. Sai says, yet while his soul is still intact, it means Momoshiki lacks the data needed to construct his body, right? The other scientist says, yes, in fact, since he'll never regain that data, he'll never be able to resurrect again, right? Amado says, so it seems. A silver lining, you could say. However, the problem of him taking over Boruto's consciousness from time to time still remains. We still don't have an outright solution for that. Scientist says, but the meds have been more effective than expected. As long as he keeps taking them, we should be able to suppress Momoshiki's domination long term. Boruto says, I don't need them anymore. Boruto says, how to put it, I feel like something's changed from before. It's hard to describe, but I have this feeling that I can channel his power better now. Kawaki is asleep. Sumire says he's unconscious from expending a lot of chakra, but his life isn't in danger. No obvious external injuries either. He's almost fully self-healed thanks to the nanomachines in his blood. But it'd be best to check him out in depth at the lab. Why did you ask for me rather than Mr. Amado? We need to confirm with Shikamaru says we need to confirm a few things with that bastard first. Until then, we can't let him near Kawaki. So long as there's no health issues, he stays here. Cool. Oh my god, I don't even remember his name. Ibiki? I think it's Ibiki the Interrogate. I think his name's Ibiki. You're really planning to leave him unbound when he possesses so much power? The thing is, we can't restrain him even if we wanted to. He could just shrink himself with Sukuna and get free. And he can absorb any sealing jutsu using karma. It's no simple thing to physically bind him right now. Conversely, it'd be real bad if we end up antagonizing him. Fortunately, his wish is simple. As long as Naruto is safe, he'll have no beef with us. All we can do is have faith. Trust him and make sure he stays on our side. That's if we want to stick to peaceful solutions, of course. Heh, good. That's how Konoha Village does things. Alright. It always gets to that point, guys, where I have to move the story along more faster, because this is for the purposes of scaling. Okay, Sasuke and Shikamaru are talking. It seems they engage in human rituals. Yes, we already know that. There's an acquaintance of Codes there. A man named Bug. We know Bug. Okay, cool. We are now with... Let me go grab my water real quick. Shinigami said, just make different voices. At least I do that. The Nano Machine, son, they're harder in response to physical trauma. You can't hurt me. Jack. Hey, yo. I could read in different voices. That'd be a little much, though. Oh, let me read Mobley's response. Let's remember, the Raikage literally bent the ribcage of Sasuke's Susanoo just from a backhand, and Tsunade is stronger than him. What do you think would happen if Jackie hit a Susanoo? Yo, real life, if Jackie were to kick the ribcage Susanoo, it would shatter immediately and probably take half of Sasuke's... Well, no. Like, I don't know if it would rip through Sasuke. It's definitely breaking through the ribcage and sending him flying, though. Like, he'll probably have a lot of broken bones if he takes a kick from Jackie. Because, like, the fact that no one has a single air pressure feat in that series, aside from being in their big avatar state, is just... It's disappointing. It's sad. So, we go to the hideout. Eida says, be careful, be thankful, Code. Your precious 10-tailed sacrifice, Boruto, is still alive. I see, so that's what happened. Oh, okay, wow. He was revived using Momoshiki's karma. Revived? Are you serious? Hey, Code, maybe like a zombie? Moreover, along the way, it seems the rest of the karma's compressed data was extracted, meaning that Boruto is fully Otsutsuki now. Somehow, they shared an exchange that I can't see directly with my Senreigan clairvoyance. I wonder if he's able to communicate with Momoshiki on some sort of spiritual plane. So, let it be known that Eida cannot even observe the physical, or Eida can't observe the phenomena between the soul and the body, unless that soul is on the physical plane. And that's even convoluted because technically he is via Boruto. Guy, what guy feat is better? What guy feat is better? I mean, there's the air palms that you have. That's air pressure. I agree. That is air pressure. that should be strictly air pressure. I mean, air pressure with chakra though, because it's chakra. Give me a feat for it. What's the most it did? Give me a feat for it. And then we have to realize that even if it's an air pressure attack, that doesn't speak. See, like the difference is that's an actual air pressure attack, right? Their fists, they're like hands. The damage carryover wouldn't be the same. It wouldn't be the same. Not unless we actually like saw a feat for it. But yeah, no, which guy feat is better? What are you talking about? Oh yeah, Eida Senreigan is definitely below Reikaku. It's definitely, well, in some aspects, right? Not all aspects. Like being able to see all of the present moment at any given time is dope. Being able to see 16 years past her alive point is dope. Evening Elephant for Guy, but that's all I can think of. Oh, so you're talking about 8 gates? So you have to go to the 8 gates to compete with Jackie? Good luck competing with anyone above her. Code says unforeseen would be an understatement, but I'll take care of that piece. I'll take that piece of good fortune. Oh, that's right. I'm supposed to be guys, real quick. When I'm doing this, you guys got to remind me to put on my reading glasses. My girlfriend got me those blue light glasses for a reason. So my eyes don't get strained while I'm reading from the radiation and all that other stuff. So it might make me look like an unk, but I know it's because she loves me. Alright, let's get to it. Guess it was meant to be. You're lucky that Boruto is alive, but I'm honestly fed up with the multiple grandstanding acts you've displayed. You took it too far. Especially using my little brother without my permission. I didn't really have any other option, did I? Listen, your job is to bring Kawaki to me, says Eida. And in return, I'll help you regain your power, to aid in your own goals, since you're useless to me the way you are right now. She then says, however, if I determine that even after you gain your strength, you're still useless, incompetent, or simply just a hindrance, we siblings have absolutely no qualms about disposing of you. Consider yourself warned. Damon jumps on his back. You mean we're not even comrades? How sad. That's business for you. If you don't produce results, you'll lose even this sad relationship. Did I not mention that I already took measures? All that's left is the timing. So Code has stuck his ear on Shikamaru. Now here's a funny question. Mind you, I already know what happens because I read this, but here's a funny question. Wouldn't you be able to feel that on you, like on your bare skin? This is a dumb plan from Code, but this does not surprise me because Code is a dumb person. He sticks a claw mark on the human skin. I know I'd feel that. I can damn near feel anything that's not a part of me on me, unless it's like a fucking bug that's on my hairs. I can feel anything that's up on me, right? So this is just a dumb plan. Anyways, well, what's the lockdown on Boruto? Shikamaru says, well, what's the lockdown on Boruto? Amado says, it sounded far-fetched at first, but the proof is in the pudding, the blood analysis. Aligns with his explanation, says Amado. And Momoshiki, can we definitely say he can't resurrect anymore, says Shikamaru? Amado says, yeah, it is 100% impossible. He says, good, that's great actually. By the way, he grabs him by the collar, hey, what the, you know what I want to ask, that's right, about Kawaki's karma. Okay, they're examining Boruto's wound. Don't need to see this stuff. Alright, cool. Here enters Sasuke. He says he can appear unexpectedly. Don't go anywhere alone, even within the village. Though I'm one to talk. Sasuke, says Boruto. And not just Boruto. Now that Kawaki has enough power to challenge Code, Code will likely stop at nothing to get the limiters on his power removed, which likely makes his first target Old Man Amado. You restored Kawaki's karma, implanted it on your own, without his consent no less. Why? Amado says it's simple. He fundamentally loathes karma. I probably wouldn't get his consent. And yet, he desired power. Enough to protect Lord Hokage and chase off enemies. Amado then says, either way, in order for the karma to remanifest, his intent was absolutely essential. In short, Kawaki himself chose this path. This is the result he wished for. Maybe I should start reading like this more. I'm actually starting to enjoy reading like this. Shikamaru, frustrated, Amado says, what if he didn't have it when he needed it? That's why I implanted it ahead of time. Wasn't the reason why you were able to survive this latest crisis because you had Kawaki's karma? Am I wrong? Says Amado. Shikamaru says, don't dodge the question at hand. Setting aside the result, what you did was not for Konohasa Kawaki's benefit. If you ask me, you seem obsessed with Kawaki's karma itself. Why? Maybe I'll read in Shikamaru's voice. That might be fun. Alright, let's check what y'all been yapping about real quick. Also, you telling me, oh yeah, I already read that. Oh, and the tiger, that guy used on Kasame. Skill issue. The ordinary punch from 7th Gate guy is better than any air pressure feat in Bleach. Are you talking about Hitodora? You talking about that punch? You mean the punch that did nothing? The no feet punch? That one? Actually, Aizen's blocked air pressure feat is better than all of Naruto. Nope, guys, feet is better. Yeah, no, here's the thing, Kuribo. No person in Naruto has a better AP feat than Ichigo and Aizen just clashing. No person has a better AP feat. Right? Joules per centimeter cube. No person has a better AP feat than that. Not a single one. Not a single one. Alright, let's get it. So, as they're talking, code appears out of Shikamaru's ear. What? Says Amado. Sorry to interrupt, but I didn't want to waste his prime opportunity. I didn't want to waste this prime opportunity. Water break. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, share the video, man. Come on, get the likes up. What are we doing? Alright. Code, you fool. The conversation was just getting interesting. Code smacks. Oh, no. Code. He hit Shikamaru back, seemingly with his claw. Shikamaru seemingly took no damage from that. Which is weird. See, I'm going to say something real quick. Not even going forward. I don't trust Code's inverse scaling. When Delta lost to Naruto, Code said, I guess either me or Boro will have to handle the Hokage. Come to find out, Boro couldn't handle kids. One of them being the Hokage's son. Now, Code thinks he can take on... No, I'm sorry. Amado thinks Code can take on Naruto and Sasuke and prevail. Amado's not a ninja, though. Amado doesn't know shit. I know more than Amado at this point, right? If Code were to engage with Naruto and Sasuke as he is now, both of them, he would lose. I'll take that back. If Sasuke still had his Rinnegan, he would lose. He might win now because they're both really nerfed. But if he were to take them on back when Ishiki was taking them on, Code would have lost 10 times out of 10. He's not a smart fighter. He's purely physicals and claw marks. Claw marks get predictable, though. Sasuke would have seen the claw marks maybe 2 times and been like, oh, I get it. He's using Flying Raijin, except it has a twist. He can pull things in and go through them. It's not that crazy. But yeah, Code is really only physicals and claw marks. Naruto and Sasuke would have beat the dog shit out of him. He's not that powerful. Not that powerful at all. But anyways, he knocks back Shikamaru. Shikamaru seemingly doesn't have any injury of it, though. Which is weird, though, because he hit him with his claws. Unless his claws just aren't that damn sharp. Because I don't see anything on Shikamaru. Okay. It's been a while, Amado. You ought to worry about your own welfare. Now, rescind the limiters on my power. You don't want to get hurt, do you? I can't believe you just showed up here. You'll be sent right away. And an army of shinobi will be here soon. But I know that all you need to do is look into my eyes and say the command. Only takes seconds, right? Gah, how'd he know? This chakra, don't tell me it's in Amado's lab. Code. Shikamaru. Yeah, he's here. Right in front of me. Damn it, we'll send reinforcements. No, hold on, Ino. Just inform Naruto and the others. Don't send anyone here yet. He showed up because it's just us. I don't want to provoke him into running off. Let me handle it. Alright, Shadow Possession. And he hits code with Shadow Possession. Cool. It's useless. I can still move my fingertips enough to slash his carotid open. Hey, Amado, you know my person... Oh, hey, Amado, you know my personality, right? I'd hurry up if I were you. You thought I wouldn't notice the claw mark on the back of my neck, that I'd fall for such a transparent trap. What? It's now time. Wake up, Bronco. Delta. She's a new model reprogrammed to be a battle asset that protects Konoha. Delta, your target is Code. He's an enemy of Konoha. I know. Shut up already. Don't keep screeching like a darn fool. All right. And... okay, she does manage to kick him while he's under Shadow Possession. That looks weird. Oh, she kicks him and her foot evolves into like a claw, basically. I guess that if I approached Amado with a few to no guards, you might show up. Code. It'd be too good of an opportunity for an idiot like you to pass up. I'll spare you my one-hit destructive beams, since they'll wreak too much havoc in this enclosed space. So Delta injured Code pretty badly. Now mind you, this wasn't an off-guard Code, technically, but he couldn't defend himself. So the gap between Code and Delta, at least with his limiters on, isn't that big anyway. But I mean, that's something I already knew, because Code thought him and Boro could beat Naruto for some reason, so this doesn't surprise me. His right hand went in the claw mark. Bastard, I won't let you escape. Escape, quite the opposite. And he pulls out Eida. Now this is actually kind of hard, I'm not going to lie. I won't lie to you guys. Eida coming out of the claw mark like this is kind of hard. Him grabbing her hand like this, kind of fire. I like it. Like, this is tough. And then like her dead stare. You got the high heels first. Her eye. And then her dead stare. This is kind of hard. This was really well done. And then Amado's surprise kind of says it all. Like, oh shit. What the fuck? Who the fuck is this? What are we doing here? What are we doing here? A comrade of Code's. Eida. Cool. All right. I'm here for board. Hey, we here for Burrito. What's good, Mugetsu? So yeah, just to catch you up, Mugetsu, what we were talking about was I'm going to be making Kakashi versus Toshiro. We'll be going through fake Katakura Town arc Toshiro versus pre-Shippuden Kakashi. Like early Shippuden Kakashi, right? Then we'll be doing 1,000 Year Blood War Toshiro versus War Arc Kakashi. Then after that, we'll be doing Adult Toshiro versus DMS Kakashi. Yeah. Can't wait for you to see the zero cast, zero prep time, infinite Tsukiyomi. I hope you're lying. I hope you're lying about that. Chapter 69, Captives. How many chapters till this is over? We're at 69. Oh, bet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, cool. About 11 more chapters to go, y'all. Not Kisuke versus Kakashi. Got no good matchup for Toshiro. See, Kisuke versus Kakashi is overkill though, bro. Like, Toshiro's bad too, don't get me wrong. But Kisuke versus Kakashi is actually crazy. Well, I would never do that. I wouldn't even put Kakashi through that torment. Because Kisuke is gonna troll Kakashi the entire battle. Kisuke is going to analyze his speed. He's going to analyze the speed of his hand seals. He's going to analyze how much chakra he uses for Raikiri. It's just going to be a troll fest. Every time Kakashi uses a clone, Kisuke is going to use a portable gi guy. It's not fair. Kisuke pretty much knows every Hado that we've ever seen from anybody performed. He can do it with incantation or without incantation. Riko Jokodo, Hainoa, Sai, Bakudo number 99, Danku, Sokatsui, Byakurai, Raikaho. It's not fair. Then he has Benihime. It's not fair, bro. It's not fair. Kisuke versus Kakashi is not fair. Ida's worldview love think is basically zero cost, zero prep time. It's just, Kawaki loves me legit. I'm gonna make the planet love me. You play Bleach, Brave Souls, I do. I forgot. I forgot to say your name. Hold up, bro. I got you. Chaos Age, Spirit of the Wrath. Do I play Bleach, Brave Souls? I do, but I haven't since I've been home because I've been very busy getting ready for my proposal, number one. Studying IT stuff, number 2. Streaming, number 3. And just overall working out and stuff. I haven't had a lot of time for video games. Honestly, I think a god tier battle would be Dusty Baller versus manga Esdeath. Even though Esdeath probably wins because the scale of her ice is much larger. Also, Mahap Dama is broken. So Esdeath's ice is a lot larger than Toshiro's, but I still think he has a better control over ice than she does. I don't know, can she manipulate external ice? Because he can manipulate all forms of water, Toshiro can. And make it rain. And make it snow. Alright, number 69, Captives. Let's see what we got. So, we have Amado, Eida, Delta, Code, and Shikamaru. Eida, you're alive. Eida, isn't that obvious? Still the same old stupid reactions. Amado? Well, I guess I can't blame you. Amado's terror, it's beyond abnormal. Who and what is this woman? Eida still has her foot on Code. But here's the thing. The shadow possession should have been broken at this point. So Eida is holding Code down with just her strength. Eida, I don't know who you are, but if you're with them, I guess you're my enemy, so I might as well get rid of you both. Delta goes for a kick on Eida, and she cannot bring herself to kick Eida. Tis, you're flashing me, Delta dear. I can see your panties. Delta starts sweating. What the? Code is actually bleeding. That actually hurt him. Delta's attack did pretty good damage to Code. He's still bleeding. Now, this leg too. And she puts her legs down. Hey, Delta, what are you doing? I want to know too. What is up with this girl? Thanks, Delta dear. That's good. What is she? Emergency situation. I need backup. Forgive me, Boruto. Forgive me, Burrito. Stopping Momoshiki's rampage was my responsibility as your teacher, but I couldn't be there when you needed me. And Kawaki had to take on a painful role too. The village doesn't need to hate anyone else besides me. Chaos said Toshiro would kill Esdeath. Fuck that bitch. Nah, Esdeath is kind of fire. No, Esdeath can't. She has to make her own, and even her biggest feat, she had to prep months in advance just to do it. If we're talking anime Esdeath, Toshiro has more control, but Esdeath in the manga is a different story. She created brutal continental blizzard. However, it's stated she can make it planet size. See, that's cool, right? That's cool. Her DC is fire. Her DC is really good. But I'd still give the edge to Toshiro for being able to control his own ice, her ice, and it's not like she can attack him with that much ice all at the same time. Plus, if it's in a vicinity where he can control it, he'll be fine. He'll be fine. Her only thing might be the stop time thing, but then it's like how many times can she use that? And unless she goes like to cut off his head, I don't see her winning that. Bro, they wrote that in. Which part are you talking about, Shinigami? What part did they write in? So you heard that Kawaki was the one that killed me, but I asked him to do it. Only a select few know. It's for the best. Quite a few already disapproved of Kawaki being here in the first place. I told him to kill me. It's not right that he's getting blamed. The one who is despised killed the Hokage's son. Whatever else, that's a fact. It can't be helped that additional bias is heaped on. No, I don't think they showed the panties. Let me go back. They don't really show her panties. It's for Eida to see. We don't get to see it. They put it in there though. Okay, yeah, if she can only do time stop one time a day, that's a rough one. If it's only one time, but it'll be one time where Toshiro has no idea it's happening. So she needs to use it like perfectly. She needs to cut off his head. If she doesn't cut off his head, she loses the fight. Because she'll attack, and then he'll just heal whatever wound she did, and then proceed to foderize her. She needs to cut off his head. Alright. Neck hurting. So the kids are talking. Yeah. The phone is ringing. So Boruto's talking to Naruto about not being condemned about killing. Boruto's talking to Kawaki about not being condemned about killing Boruto. Enemy attack at Lab 3. Code and one other identity unknown. Be right there. Master Sasuke, what's going on? The enemy is here. Let's go, Boruto. Yes, sir. Sorry, I forgot I had an urgent matter. We'll pick this up later. Lord 7, so Boruto is fine. Yeah, fit as a fiddle. No need to worry. Cool. Back to the good stuff. Karma. Alright. So we have Eida, Shikamaru, Code, and Amado. Nice. Hey, what's good, Grid? How you doing, bro? Alright, so Shikamaru hits them both with shadow possession. Okay. Oh, no way. You can actually attack me. I see. It's because the jutsu doesn't directly inflict harm. Amazing. I can't move at all. This is a first. I feel out of whack. What the heck is she? And is it my imagination? Or am I starting to get a weird fever? Delta 2. She somehow lost her fighting spirit. I'm almost positive the three of us have been ensnared in some sort of jutsu. Ino, I want to talk to Amado without the enemy knowing. Can you link us using mind transmission? Sure, I'm on it. Amado, it's me. We're communicating via Yamanaka Ino's jutsu. Listen up, no matter what, don't you dare blurt out anything. Shikamaru, good, you're doing great. First off, who and what is she? What kind of attack were we struck with? And tell me how to counter it. Her name is Eida. Look how much aura they tried to give her. Like, we know damn well chakra never does this. Unless you're like a Biju, or Naruto specifically. Look how much aura they really tried to give her. That's crazy. Her name is Eida. To sum it up, all of us in here are currently her captives. What do you mean? It sounds ridiculous, but it's the truth. She enchants us all on an instinctual, unconscious level. No matter your gender, you, Delta, me, no one can escape this ability of hers. Now, why is he saying this? Why is he saying this? It's like Does he not know Otsutsuki? Does he not know it won't work on Otsutsuki? Why would he say no one can escape this ability of hers when he knows Otsutsuki can? Unless he doesn't know Otsutsuki can. And then why would he presume to put this on everyone like he knows every person in the verse? Like he knows. Never mind. It's fine. I think you guys get what my complaint is. Anyways, let me keep. Let me see what you Bobs is talking about. I mean, they had Dryas say to Naruto he had a hot bod. The storm required days of stored power. She also can't directly weaponize the storm. Toshiro still has an inherent advantage in that situation due to controlling all water in the atmosphere too. I agree. In the anime, she can only use Mahap Dama once a week, but in the manga, she can stop it with no cooldown while in her blizzard. I know you might not like Gojo, but even he one-shots as death. I love Gojo. I think he's one of the best things that happened to manga/anime in a very long time. Could one-shot. Yokai. That was also, hey, yo, what? I remember when I heard him say it as a kid, I was side-eyeing him heavy, but then as time went on, I could tell he wasn't like that. Mahabdama freezes time by using the cold in the atmosphere to freeze time within her sphere of influence. She doesn't need to set up a sphere of influence when the area around her is already super cold. Correct me if I'm wrong, but doesn't Tatsumi resist her time stop by just resisting cold temperatures? A legit power scaling statement right now. I mean, agree. That's only because Tatsumi's Teiya evolves to everything that causes it adversity. Yeah, like Shinigami, like why would he make this claim with no evidence, with no proof? It's literally just conjecture in what he believes to be the case. He has no evidence or proof for anything he just said at all, except that it works on fucking fodder humans. Like what? And it's not even based off strength, even worse. And this is why like Eida is so stupid to talk about. Her ability isn't based on strength. It's not based on chakra quantity, amount, or control. It'll literally work on you. No matter how much more powerful you are, no matter how much AP, DC, or whatever durability you have over her, it'll work. So that makes it really dumb for Crossverses, because if we don't have those bare minimums, well, I'll be damned if we just say it works on everyone because it worked on everyone in your verse. We're not doing that. It needs feats and scaling. The only issue is it doesn't have feats and scaling because it works on every fucking body. Putting it within the no limits fallacy within its own verse, but then people will say, oh, it works on the Otsutsuki. That's not a no limits fallacy. And I'll say, well, it only works in the Otsutsuki because caveat. It's not a strength thing. It's not a negate hacks thing. It's a in-story canon reason why it won't work on Otsutsuki, which is very different for why it shouldn't work on someone stronger than you. Wait till I make this damn Eida video, yo. Y'all be thinking I go in, oh my gosh. Oh. Let me tell Twin I'm live real quick, man. I don't even think he know I'm live. Alright. So, for full context, let's just read how he describes it again. It sounds ridiculous, but it's the truth. She enchants us all. She enchants us on an instinctual, unconscious level. No matter your gender, you, Delta, me, no one can escape this ability of hers. Alright. She's so cute. You're kidding, right? How is that even possible? Headache, vertigo, fever, impaired judgment, stiffened muscles from extreme tension. Different people get different symptoms. Some simple types, like Delta, just become infatuated. That's also an important thing. So here's the thing, right? Headache, vertigo, fever, impaired judgment, stiffened muscles from extreme tension. So we understand there's a difference in effects depending on your level of either intelligence. This actually might have to do with resistance, your level of intelligence or your level of willpower. Because if we're being honest, there shouldn't be any reason Amado and Shikamaru aren't madly in love with Delta, aren't infatuated with Delta, right? Except the fact that Amado distinguishes simple types from whatever they happen to be. So they don't fall in love with her, right? So they get the other effects. Now, what I'll say is this. Shikamaru's shadow possession was able to work. And he doesn't love Delta. He's not infatuated with her. I need to see... Well, no, we actually do see it. We actually do see it. That's right. He tries to kunai thing. Okay. We'll get to that then. We'll get to that. All right. So those are her effects. Shura looks at, how do we deal with it? You can't. Once you become her captive, it's all over. Eida herself can't control this ability, and the effect will last until she dies. Until she dies, eh? So there is a way, and it's very simple. So Shikamaru grabs the kunai. Go ahead and try. You'll soon see enough. You'll see soon enough how futile resisting her is. He's sweating. The shadow possession is still active. Gah, my shadow possession won't last much longer. Don't push too hard, Shika dear. Come now, relax. Gah. Too close. If I let my guard down, I feel like I'll just give in. See, here's the thing. In Naruto, you have no way to really like express your power or your will. I need to know what happens when Luffy is caught by Eida's charm and he can't do what he wants to do. And he's really trying and really trying and really trying. And then he just like forces out his Conqueror's Haki. Does Eida's power then take a back seat to his own? If Ichigo is in this predicament, he sees Eida. He's love-stricken with Eida. Mind you, we're just going to presume it works. Ichigo sees Eida. He's love-stricken. He wants to hit her with a Getsuga. He can't fire it. He's stuck. He wants to do it, but he can't get it out. Does he tap into his own reiatsu and overpower the bind that is on him? What are its limits? How do we deal with it? How does an ability that affects one's will, motivation, or even power output, and in this case with Bleach, power increase, how does that ability work? How does that ability interact with these things? How does it interact with these things? All right, let's catch up, see what you guys is yapping about. So you're saying Ichigo, Batman, Daredevil, Rock Lee, any Conqueror's Haki user would resist. Hey man, I'm just asking questions right now. Just asking questions. Average Green Lantern would resist. Songdu shot ice claws at Toshiro. Even he resisted the cold. It's logical to assume that it would still pierce him. Would Eida's ability work on a pimp named Slipback? Hell no. Pimp named Slipback don't love no hoes. That ain't working on him. Tomorrow would snap Shikamaru out of it if she was there. Possibly. That's hilarious, by the way. That's funny. Red. Hey, what's good, Trip? How you doing, Red? What up, Trip? Man, I'm upset. I nearly passed my A+ first half and failed by 1 point. Ah, damn. Damn. Hey, well, shit. Hey, well, first off, bro, congratulations and good for you for even getting to the 1 point mark, because missing it by 1 point means you would have got it by 1 point. So that's just impressive in itself. For the A+, do they offer 2 free tests or all the tests paid? Do you have to pay more for the next test? How's that work? And then how long in between you taking the next one are you going to give yourself enough time to study? Those are my questions for you. Toshiro's Bankai sees him wearing the coldest ice he can produce without any ill effects. That is true. Toshiro absolutely scales to his ice. Rukia right now is debatable because she's just learning her Bankai, but yeah, I think Ichigo would resist it, to be honest. Bro resisted Kenpachi's reiatsu effects through sheer willpower. That's just because it's his Zanpakuto. It's directly stated that the physics of the Zanpakuto does not affect the Zanpakuto's own user during Izuru versus Matsumoto. Did that happen? I'm going to have to go watch it again. We will see power increase. We see willpower increase stats. Most scalers call it a mental buff. This happens because of mental energy. Hold on, let me read that again. We see willpower increase stats. Most scalers call it a mental buff. This happens because of mental energy. Okay, I can get behind that. The question, though, was more so, how will that affect Eida's ability, though? Excuse me. And more so on... Also, I'll say this. What you're speaking to, Kuribo, is more so kind of like how you said, a mental buff, a mental amp. I'm not talking about no mental amp. I'm talking about real power. Like Conqueror's Haki power. Like a surge in reiatsu power. A surge in cursed energy power. Right? How will her ability deal with that? Because I already don't like that it's a no limits fallacy even within the damn verse itself. I already don't like that aspect of it. And I already dislike even more that in Naruto, the instances that I'm talking about don't really exist. All the tests paid, I use my homie student discount because they're expensive without it. And I can take them how many times I want. I think, hey, that's dope. That's great, bro. Congratulations to you, bro. Hey, honestly, Red, keep me up with your progress, man. I like hearing this stuff, man. I like hearing this stuff. First twin with his CompTIA, passing that, and then him getting his job. Next is you, bro. You up next. Real shit. Oh, also Red. I was gonna hey Red, hold up. What is their names? Dory and Dory and whatchamacallit. Anyways, Red, let me just say, I started watching One Piece again. I picked up from what was the first island? What was the island right before Dory and Groggy? That's right, Dory and Groggy. The island that had Vivi and the guy that goes ma. Yeah, that island. I don't remember the exact island, but you know which one I'm talking about. The one where Zoro fights the 100 people from Baroque Works. Gotta say that, tongue twister. Anyways, One Piece is funny as shit. I forgot how funny One Piece is, and so far, Chopper's father, Tony Chopper's father, Hiruluke. So far, he might have one of the best stories, in my opinion, because I forgot his story, but it was a really good story. I'm going to just keep that there. Yeah, Dory and Groggy. I said Groggy. Dory and Groggy. Yeah, that shit was fun, though, bro. Because I was watching it, like, pretty much at work the whole day, because I didn't have, like, a lot of stuff to do, because I was just unboxing shit. And I was like, hey, yeah, this shit kind of hard. I'm not going to lie. A nigga almost teared up watching Hero lose death. I'm not going to cap. It was good. It's safe to assume in the Hell arc time skip that Rukia does scale to her ice since she became a captain. I agree. And it's 10 years after 1,000 Year Blood War, which even Byakuya said it takes 10 years to master in manga. I agree. And I specifically think that's why Kubo had it be a 10-year jump, just so all the new captains can get mastered Bankai and all that other stuff. So that's fine. I'll check the chapter. Ichigo and Zaraki have been run over by their own reiatsu. So they've been affected by their own reiatsu. This is true. This much is true. When Toshiro fights Aizen, we see an eye freeze over from his reiatsu, so he clearly doesn't always visit it. Wait, what? We see an eye freeze over? Do we? Is that in the manga? An eye freeze over from Toshiro? Is that in the manga? Bro, I just got the mental image of Eida trying to use her ability on a pimp named Slipback, and he does the pimp's prayer and hits her with the Conqueror's Haki backhand with like 20 impact frames. Can't we see without further proof a Green Lantern use or Ichigo can resist it through supernatural willpower, or Zoro when he took all of Luffy's pain? Whiskey Peak. Yes, Whiskey Peak was the fucking island. Thank you. Funniest arc to me. Ayo, Red, hilariously enough, the funniest arc for Twin is actually Thriller Bark, too. He told me to go back and watch Thriller Bark, and I was like, all right, bro, I'm going to get there. Don't worry, I'm going to get there. So when I finally get there, I'll let you know about it. Kuribo says, most scalers discard feats that happen under mental amps, but the will of X is kind of baked into the power system because the mental energy side of chakra. So the issue I have with that, though, especially for Naruto, is we wouldn't be talking about a how do I say this? We wouldn't be talking about an energy source that these people like have access to without being under those circumstances. Like Luffy will always have access to Conqueror's Haki. Ichigo and Bleach characters will always have access to their latent reiatsu, like a rot. Like when they get mad and their reiatsu skyrockets because of it, they'll always have access to more reiatsu. In Naruto, when you get your mental lamp, it's strictly because you didn't want to lose or something or some other reason. Oh shit. Ab-Stract, quick, recite the pimp's prayer. Hey man, don't put me on the spot, bro. This is supposed to be a reading session. I got my reading glasses on. I'm an onk now, right? It's supposed to be reading. We supposed to be reading here, bro. I don't know the pimp's prayer, my nigga. I ain't gonna lie. By the way, just having Haki's negging abilities, having color of coding so strong is innate that it passively negs abilities, just different levels to Haki. I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that. And I do like that One Piece is going in that direction too. Alright, hey Grid, I'm gonna take a look at that actually too. Alright, let's keep reading. What incredible force of will watching you. I almost want to cheer you on instead. Gah, damn it, it's no use. My body won't move. I told you it's futile. See, hold up. What incredible force of will. Watching you, I almost want to kill you on. So he's trying his damnedest, he's trying his hardest. The question for me is it a power thing right now, or is it strictly a will thing? Would more power help him in this situation? Like, if he had an increase or a surge in chakra, or a surge in his mental capabilities, would that help him overcome Eida's charm? That's what I would really want to know. I told you it's futile. Even if you want to kill her in your head, your instinct will reject that thought. And then that goes into people fighting without instinct. Quit fighting it, or else you might damage your mind. See, but if you're damaging your mind, etymologically mind means soul and psyche. So if you might damage your mind, then a Bleach character could literally just walk up to Eida and stab her, cut her head off. Because if all it is going to do is soul recoil damage, I don't see the problem. Shoot. Phew. Took long enough. Unbelievable. Even Naruto and Sasuke wouldn't stand a chance against such an ability. In fact, if anything, they'd be in even greater danger from Code, who wants them dead. God. Alright. By the way, you read that? Ab-Stract in chapter 171 when Toshiro is knocked. We can look at that real quickly. Let's take a short break and look at that real quick. Hey yo, Grid, you be knowing your shit, bro. I'm not gonna lie, you be impressing me. Nigga had the chapter ready for me, right? I didn't even get like 2 minutes into it. He already, hey, Ab-Stract, chapter 171. Got you, bro. Let me check it out. Alright. Okay. This is no doubt after Aizen. Oh. I see what you're talking about. That I don't see, but like, I don't know. Ice is already falling on him though, bro. Like, I get what you're talking about, but ice is kind of already falling all around him. Look, see, it's falling here, it's falling here. London Bridge is falling down, falling down, falling down. Toshiro is falling down, my sweet Momo. But no, I got you. How would Conqueror's Haki work on Ichigo? He's had his spirit broken so many times and reforged. It's got to have god tier Haki resistance by this point. I'm not gonna lie. And how do I say this? How do I say this? Conqueror's Haki ain't doing shit to Ichigo. I'm not gonna like. In Bleach, Conqueror's Haki isn't really doing much to anybody. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Like, you don't think them having to put up with Aizen's reiatsu has forged them into fucking gods of resisting another person's will or attack or whatever? Like, you don't think being in Yamamoto's presence has forged these Soul Reapers into machines? You don't think being around Yuha Baha Ha 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 has made these Quincy resistant to things like Conqueror's Haki? And that don't even attack the soul? And like when Conqueror's Haki happens, your soul isn't being crushed, right? Your spirit isn't being killed off. That's not what's happening. All you're doing is getting a little intimidated. You might get knocked out. That's the worst that's going to happen. Nanao was having a seizure. She was having a seizure. Like it's levels. It's different levels. Haki, I'm sorry. I like Haki. It's great power system. It's a great command thing, especially Conqueror's Haki. I love it. It's not doing nothing to anyone in Bleach. This is our king, Dusty Baller fans. To be fair though, bro, like why we gotta do that? Like, come on, man. This is the GOAT right here. Look at this guy. Look at him. He's taking out your favorite captain. Look at this guy. When did he do it? When did he? When? I had it in my hand the entire time. Ain't no when. If it was inherent resistance from his reiatsu being a part of him being knocked out, wouldn't change his resistance to it. Well, so you can have an inherent resistance, but then that resistance change earned under certain circumstances. I would say that. Let's keep it a buck. Aizen couldn't KO Ichigo weak ass friends when they were near him. Yuha horse was chilling too. Alright. First off, I don't know when you're talking about with Aizen and Ichigo's friends, but if Aizen wanted to, he most definitely could have, because even the shockwaves of spiritual pressures clashing from Ichigo and Byakuya was enough for them to not go near it. So if they would have got knocked out by that, they definitely would have got knocked out by Aizen. Then Gin tells them all to sit still and stay where they are. Then Gin flexes his reiatsu and makes them all fucking shit their pants, basically. So I don't know where you're coming from, Red, with this. Bleach characters low-key innately got Conqueror's Haki passively always active. Exactly. Like, I didn't want to say it, but yeah, that's pretty much like everyone in Bleach walks around with Conqueror's Haki active 24/7. You have to, because you're fighting someone else's reiatsu all the time. You're literally fighting the pressure of someone else before you even cross swords. You're already fighting with spiritual pressure. I always thought Aizen was creepy when I was younger. He always gave off creep but cool vibes at the same time. That's hilarious. That scene don't count. He was actively turning off his reiatsu to toy with Ichigo's friends for fun. Yeah, no, I mean, he wasn't even, like, reiatsu crushing is intentional. It's directional and intentional. He had no intention of crushing them. He told Gin to do it. Why would Aizen waste his own power doing that? Why would Aizen let them feel his reiatsu to even do that? Right? Let's get back. So, Shikamaru thinks that see, it's funny, Red is saying that like Reiatsu's not hurting Goku and them, but he ain't say it's not hurting Luffy, nigga. So you do think it'll hurt Luffy. You do think it'll hurt your precious Kaido, your Kizurus and all that stuff. You gotta bring up Goku and Ki and all that other shit. See, it's funny though. Because if I'm being as consistent as possible, reiatsu soul crushing is actually working. Well, actually, no, it's not. Well, it is for some people. It depends on where you scale the high ends of Bleach, like Aizen and Yuha and Ichigo, right? Because I do believe in scaling, right? You can't just have your hacks work on anybody in any verse. You do have to scale to that person. So as long as you have them at or around their power, Soul Crush will definitely work because they don't have reiatsu and they don't have resistance. But I will not say someone like fucking Momo is going to Soul Crush Goku. I'll never say that. The scaling doesn't exist for it. But if we're talking about the high tiers of the Bleach verse, wherever you have them, if you're a person that has Aizen at multiversal, if you're a person that has Ichigo and Yuha at multi, whatever, then yeah. But no, I personally don't do that. At least not right now. Like I said, I have to do these things in formal videos because I have to be careful about what I say and what I put out. I'm not just going to assert something because I feel like it's the popular truth or whatnot. And you'll even see this on Twitter. I don't do that shit on Twitter. Not gonna lie, reiatsu not doing shit to key. Nigga said, nah, it's not hurting One Piece either. But people think Luffy is losing to Deku, so I don't expect anyone to think Luffy is strong in the slightest. Nah, so I don't know where anyone said Luffy's losing to Deku. That's downplay like I've never heard before. But the thing is, with reiatsu, I don't... Like, I'll say this, because me and Twin was having this conversation, Red. We don't know what Haki is yet. Yeah. So, Red, yeah, we don't know what Haki is yet. We know it can see, and we know it can see spiritual power. But it's never directly stated to be spiritual power. Once we understand what Haki is, I'll have a full determination on whether or not Soul Reapers will be able to soul crush people in One Piece. But even without that stuff, we do not know what Haki is. Tell me what Haki is right now. We don't know what it is. We don't know where it came from. We don't know what it is. We don't know what constitutes it. All we know is that it is a spiritual thing. We don't really know what it is, though. Bleach is not competing with Dragon Ball Z. Hey, it depends on who you're asking. That depends. Just like how I don't think Naruto's competing with Dragon Ball Z, it depends on who you're asking. By the way, there's soul energy in One Piece. Oh. Hey, Red, don't shoot yourself in the foot, because if there is spiritual energy in One Piece, then the determination's already made. If there's spiritual energy in One Piece, and it's not... Let me ask you this. Is the spiritual energy in One Piece correlated to your Haki? Haki is willpower, and it comes from within young grasshopper. Okay. So, okay. Haki is willpower. Excuse me. Haki is willpower, and it comes from within young grasshopper. That's funny as shit. All right. So when you say it's willpower, what about that willpower protects your actual soul? Because here's the thing. I don't remember them directly stating it's associated with your soul or your spiritual energy. I don't remember that ever. No soul energy in Haki. Oh, shit. So soul energy and Haki are different. All right. If soul energy and Haki are different. Hey, Red, when do we first find out about soul energy? Please don't tell me it has to do with Brook. Haki can view soul energy, but it's not the same thing. Oh, God. That's not good. That's not good. What you would want is your Haki to be associated with your spiritual energy. Because then you could at least argue reiatsu resistance with high enough conquerors Haki. But if your soul energy and your Haki is something completely different, And the best soul feats we have come from devil fruits, meaning no one is manipulating their soul outside of a fruit. Then the One Piece verse is in fact Yami victims. I'm not going to lie. Yami's going to use Gonzui, suck out all their souls, and it'll be GG's after that. We also know from Big Mom versus Brook that armament can protect you from soul attacks. Armament can protect you from soul attacks. Do you mean physical soul attacks or non-physical interaction soul attacks? It does matter. So, Code has Amado. Now, just completely, and you won't be harmed. Oh, just comply, and you won't be harmed. Don't. Oh, yeah. A lot of nerves converge here. Hurts, no. Ugh, how vulgar. How vulgar. I'm not a pro like you two. I know I'll break easily. What's your motive? Why are you helping Code? Do you have some grudge against Konoha? Not really. Code's motive is personal to him. I don't care about it at all. Oh my god. I don't care about it at all. Well, I have no reason to hide it, so I don't mind telling you, Shikadir, since you're easy to talk to. You see, I like Kawaki. Huh? Oh my god, I said it. Oh my god, I said it. I said, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Ada likes Kawaki. I'm simply getting assistance from Code on that matter. In return, I'm helping him regain his power. Bleach is one of the best competitors to Dragon Ball by far. Oh yeah, absolutely. If we're talking about the big three, absolutely. There's like really not an argument for anything coming closer to Bleach. Yeah. It doesn't even matter who you ask. Bleach is the only one that can compete. Bleach is the only one making it to Super. Naruto and One Piece cap at Namek, let alone Android Saga. We get to, well, who do you have winning then? Brook uses soul energy, same with Big Mom, and Brook can't use Haki. And Haki negs soul abilities. Like Law can literally switch personalities, but he can't do that to Kaido and Big Mom. Alright, yeah, there's a lot going on there. Let's read that again. Brook uses soul energy, same with Big Mom, and Brook can't use Haki. And Haki negs soul abilities like Law literally switching personalities. Alright, so when Law swapped, and I'm going to get there eventually, but I guess, so when Law swapped the Straw Hats, did he move their souls from body to body? Is that what he moved? Me personally, Kaido has better feats. Grid made that shit up. Trip. Haki should be able to do so, but we need better examples. I got you. Can we really count that though? Brook's devil fruit kind of makes his skeleton body inherently spiritual, so he's kind of a special case. Why would I go against you? You need my help against the bias. Bleach almost beats Super actually, but not Dragon Ball GT. Dragon Ball GT is overkill. Alright. In return, I'm helping you move. You know, the situation's changed. I'm switching plans. Change the lock, please. Oh, change the lock. Release Code from this room's door now. The enemy rules a troublesome ability. I know I requested backup. I don't want Naruto and the others to come in. Could you stall them somehow? Shikamaru, trust me, just do it. You just thought how foolish, didn't you? No, I was just surprised. It's great, wonderful. I almost want to support your feelings. So Ada, I will give you a proposition. A proposition? Won't you come over to Konoha? Think about it. I believe we can mutually aid each other. And afterward, you can tell Kawaki how you feel, or whatever else you want. What? Me? Come over to Konoha? That's right. Don't you think that'll be best if you want to get closer to Kawaki? She used as a Senreigan. Hey, what do you think you're doing? You better not be leaving me behind. Shush, Code. I have every right to consider this. Ada's left eye. What's she doing? Damn it, Ino. The door won't open. Sorry, Naruto. It's to protect you guys from the enemy's jutsu. So could you just wait here for a bit? I don't have time to explain right now. It's a real delicate situation. Please don't interfere. Don't destroy the expensive lock system and force your way in here. The village's budget is already shrinking every year as it is. Them broke ass ninja. Poor ass village. You got Sasuke out on missions and y'all poor. Stop it. Hey, Leaf Village, do you need $1? Y'all know that one nigga from TikTok? You need $1? Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were poor. Shikamaru, hey, Dad. The Hokage and others are stuck outside. You told a colleague to lock the door. To protect them from my ability. I see. It's that left eye of yours. It's called Senreigan. She can see what's happening anywhere in the world. What? Furthermore, it's not limited to current events. By and large, she can view past occurrences too, meaning you can't hide anything from her, for the most part. Unbelievable. Still, it seems that she can't overhear these conversations of ours, so she must not be able to peer all the way inside our hearts. If we don't have Ino's jutsu, it makes me shudder. So, she cannot view, see, or interact with, I want to say brainwaves, right? Because that's probably what telepathy would work on. Unless they're communicating soul to soul, because he said heart. He said heart. All right. What bias read? What am I reading? I was drawing for half of this. You can either view it as their literal personalities or their souls, whichever you want. If you pick personalities, then Law can make Naruto and Kurama mind switch whenever he wants, lol. So, what does the manga say, Red? Does Red say he switched their souls or their personalities? Because I'd go with the manga. If he switched their souls, that would give people like Big Mom and Kaido a good resistance to non-physical soul interaction. That would give them that. But that would only be on Law's level. That wouldn't account for someone like Yami or Ukiyoda or Aizen. That wouldn't account for them. Well, with the current feats by Orochimaru in the Boruto anime, I give it to him. Yo, Ab-Stract, who do you think is smarter in battle, Uryu or Sasuke? I'd say Uryu. Uryu or Sasuke? I'm not gonna lie. Sasuke has more. I think Sasuke has more analytical feats, but as far as like prep and setup and like, do I want to give Uryu battle IQ? I think I'll give Uryu like prep and setup. Like his plan for fighting. His plan for fighting Yami, where he did, and stalling him out was good. His plan for Zayalaparo, even though he had help with Renji, the plan was still good. It was all still his plan. That was good. His plan to beat Tsurushi was actually pretty good too. That was pretty good because I'm actually reading that. That was pretty good. And all these things took like prep time. But he was also analytical with some of those too. With Sasuke, people like to bring up the Day-Data thing. I'm not really a huge fan of that, honestly. I'm really not a huge fan of that. So, Red, what else does Sasuke have? Like, he figured out Ishiki / Jigen was shrinking, but that was more so due to the Sharingan. He figured out, like, Sasuke's smart, but like, yeah, like smarter in battle. That's a hard one. Smarter in battle is a harder one. Honest, like I feel like I'm being biased here, but I'm leaning more towards Uryu. Like I'm really trying to think of Sasuke's in-battle smarts, he doesn't really have a lot of feats for in-battle smarts. Yeah, I legit can't think of anything for Sasuke. What is Sasuke's best in battles, battle IQ moments? Uryu has Zailaporo. He is beating Saruchi using Zeli Schneider. Like, what else does Sasuke have as far as smarts go? I don't accept non-canon feats that ain't in the source material. Using filler feats is wild. Did you use a filler feat, Kuribo? Hold up. Well, within the current feats by Orochimaru and the Boruto. Wait, what? Kuribo, you gotta stop using anything that's not manga, bro. We don't scale with anything that's not the manga. Uryu, but Sasuke is close. It's very close, though. That's a tough one for me, narratively. Uryu is typically portrayed as... Uryu is typically portrayed more as smart character, but Sasuke has better battle IQ feats, so I'd agree to Sasuke all feats alone. Sasuke mainly won against Deidara because of his elemental advantage. If it wasn't for reverse summoning, Sasuke would have died straight up. That's true. He spends the whole series trying to cheat getting stronger instead of just getting stronger. It's because Uryu's tactics hold up better, generally speaking. Yeah, I give Uryu like prep time. Like, I don't know. Can people... Hey, Mugetsu, throw out some Sasuke things. Kuribo, throw out some of Sasuke's best, like, battle IQ moments, deductive moments. Battle IQ moments, deductive moments. Like doing things. He came up with the Za plan. He came up with a lot of plans in the war, too. He tricked Danzo with his plan, etc. Okay, yes, the Danzo one is a good one. We got Danzo. Good job, Red. Good man. We got Danzo. I'll accept the Danzo one because it took a foresight of knowing what the jutsu was, but not only knowing the jutsu, he had to let Danzo think he was actually in control that entire time, but really Sasuke was in control. He also had to place an illusion on Danzo's hand. He had to do that subtly because Danzo already saw through one of his genjutsus. But so he had to do another one, but more subtle. So we'll give him Danzo. Sasuke has insane battle IQ feats. What are you talking about, Ab-Stract? He had them wires to limit Naruto's mobility. He used physics to create the conditions for kidding. Alright, so... Alright. Okay, so I think what we're getting confused, not even confused about Mugetsu. What I'm looking for is a step-by-step prep plan thing he did. Because the things you're naming, like the Kirin thing, Kirin is part of his arsenal. It doesn't take a genius to know fire will heat up the atmosphere, cause a cumulonimbus. Mind you, I didn't know before I saw the fight. But it doesn't take a genius to like cause that to happen if it's in your repertoire. If you know you need a lightning storm to do your biggest jutsu, you're not a fucking genius for causing a lightning storm via fire style and using it as a... You're not a genius for that. That's not enough. It's not enough. Right? Like, Uryu knowing that Zailaporo would take 5 steps back into his Quincy ring, that's fire. That's great. Give me more of that. What else did you have? You said Naruto's mobility. Okay, again, with the wires thing. That's part of his arsenal. That's not like, and when I say part of his arsenal, yes, you can say, oh, well, that's part of Uryu's arsenal too, but no. Uryu had to know Zailaporo, who didn't take any steps during that fight, was going to fall backward. He could have went forward, he could have went left, he could have went right. He fell backward. Big difference. Uryu had to know and account for that. Sasuke is just using what he has at his disposal. It's not really the same thing. Let me see. Da, 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 da. Sasuke setting up Kiden while draining Itachi's stamina and tricking him into thinking he has no offensive moves left this pretty high up. All right, that's high up to you guys. That's not really like crazy to me though. I'm not gonna, especially for an Itachi that's holding back the entire fight. It's not really crazy to me, bro. Orochimaru is putting Kaido on a slab table. All right, Kuribo, you gotta stop, bro. Kuribo, you gotta stop. Orochimaru can't do a goddamn thing with Kaido. What are you talking about? Putting Kaido on a slab? Are you serious? Orochimaru couldn't hurt Kaido if Kaido sat there and fell asleep, was knocked out, was like, no, he's not hurting Kaido at all. He doesn't have anything to hurt Kaido. He said Boruto anime LOL. I don't know why y'all took it seriously. We haven't seen a single Orochimaru feat in the manga. Hell, we barely see Sakura in the manga. True. He was able to realize in time that Daida's bombs use Earth style despite them not having any obvious Earth element traits. I mean, aside from all Daida's hand signs being Earth hand signs, right? That's something you should be able to tell even without the Sharingan. And then if Sasuke doesn't use lightning style, then what? What does he do if he can't use lightning style? Nothing. Not a damn thing. To be fair, Sasuke stated he could only do that because the Sharingan lets him see chakra and colors. That too. Then in the Chunin exams when he was still a jit, he was able to realize the Haki on his neck was bad news despite not understanding the jutsu and defeated this suck master ninja and beat his ass. No, we're not giving him anything. He doesn't do anything pre-Shippuden that is noteworthy. Maybe aside from realizing Naruto is actually Orochimaru. But that's not like battle IQ. That's like observation and stuff like that. I'm not hearing the Sasuke arguments over Uryu. I'm really not. But he had to set it up using the heat caused by the attack. Also, Sasuke was the one figuring out Madara moves and Madara praised him for it. That's another good one, Red. That's a good one. What did he figure out about Madara? Well, no. Hold up. Wasn't that ability based too? Like, so like, all right. Yes. So here we go. Sasuke is good at figuring things out. But like I said, when it comes to setting up, planning, and prep, Uryu is wiping his ass with Sasuke. Uryu versus Suichi. Uryu versus Zyle. Uryu versus... Does he do anything in the Mayuri fight that I can think of? No, Mayuri more so takes that one using Nemu. But okay, that's a... the Madara one... The Madara one... I don't know about the Madara one, bro. I don't know if I can give him Madara. Let me keep reading, though. I'm surprised, to be honest. I ought to be just another Kara remnant to you. I assumed you'd see me as an enemy. But you're right. There's no cause for hostility between me and Konoha. Originally, no, but now, if you continue helping Code, you will be considered Konoha's foe. Konoha or Code? Think long and hard. Which side's the better pick? Shikamaru's devious for that. You know what he's doing. It was my first ever yet into time is something I strongly desire too. If I hadn't had it, Lord Seven's be dead right now. It was the first time I felt grateful to have it from the very bottom of my heart, and I realized that I need it. Quacky, you thinking that might be playing right into his hands? The reason why Mr. Amado is so hung up on your karma is for his own purposes. Quit stalling, Amado. Thanks to your stalling, things are moving in a weird direction. Just spill it. The command code. Restore my power. Shikamaru, I can't take much more. Hang in there, Amado. He won't kill you. If you die now, he'll never get his limiters rescinded. he'd be the one in trouble. And think if you do remove them, then he'll really have no further need of you and will kill you for sure. I think I'll die of shock before that. Damn it, what do we do? Oh no, Code. We need to retreat now. Hurry. What's wrong all of a sudden? Kawaki's coming. He'll be here soon. Kawaki? The only door to this room has been sealed off. Kawaki's got the Sukuhundo Kororo. He could be planning to shrink himself and enter via an air vent. And he's doing just that. That's hilarious. Kawaki, eh? I was so close. That's right. Kawaki can nullify Code's claw marks too. So they fear getting their escape route cut off. That's not all. There are exceptions to who Eida can entrap. One is a blood relative. Oh, so why didn't he say this before, the clown? One is a blood relative, and the other is an Otsutsuki. He says that now. What? You mean like Kawaki and Boruto? Eida's ability won't work on them? Correct. You. Why didn't you mention such crucial until sooner? Dumbass Amado, playing games. If I had, you would have summoned Kawaki here right away, no? To have him fight them. And what's wrong with that? Wouldn't that be the best move for this situation we're in? Give me a break. I can't afford to have Kawaki die. Yeah, Amado, like, he would not be able to, like, I like Amado, personally. I like Amado. If I'm in Naruto, though, I'm smacking him up. Shut up. Shut up. I'm smacking Amado up. Sorry, but I won't let you risk him like that. What are you saying? Shikamaru, Kawaki's presence has got to be a headache for you. I can't blame you. He was seed of trouble to Konoha from the get-go. He was a seed. And now not even Lord Hokage can check his powers any longer. Alright, so let's be clear. Kawaki is now as strong as Ishiki. Not because, well... Hey, Kuribo. Is Kawaki now as strong as Ishiki since he now has his karma unfiltered? Please answer that for me. Let me read to you guys. So Uryu got lucky and we're counting that for IQ. I mean, we're counting Sasuke using common sense. Them wires not part of Sasuke's arsenal. That's the only fights he uses wires in. He bought the wires knowing they would be useful for destroying Naruto's clones and snaring the real one. So, that's alright. He bought the wires because he knew they'd be good against clones. Like, that goes into, like, his, like, oh my god, how do I even say this? Because I feel like you guys are going to think I'm biased. But that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about Sasuke seeing, analyzing, and then executing. He sees, he analyzes, he executes. Right? He's fought Naruto 4 times already. You better be ready for the fucking Shadow Clone Jutsu by now. This shouldn't be new to you. In fact, you don't get points for not being prepared for that sooner. Dummy. That ain't no feat. But he had to set it up using the heat caused by the attack. Also, Sasuke was the one figuring out, oh yeah, I read that. Orochimaru couldn't even cut forward cloak to Naruto. What is he going to do against Kaido in base, let alone his dragon or hybrid form? Orochimaru's not doing shit to Kaido. He tries the wires against Orochimaru in the Force of Death. You also got to bear in mind, he wasn't just heating the atmosphere in the air. He blew the roof off the building and lured Itachi into open air. And Itachi is no battle IQ slouch, but he ain't realized kidding. I mean, to be honest, kidding isn't something you realize. Like, you don't know that's going to happen. You don't think it's going to happen. Plus, Itachi was already on top of the building when he shot the fireballs anyway. Sasuke got under there because he used Orochimaru-style substitution, and then he shot fire from underneath. Yep, Uryu was smarter under scrutiny. Uryu had some metacognition versus Mayuri when analyzing his tactics, but not anything notable. Man, Bleach is just better than Naruto in every way, man. It just is. Yeah, Sasuke is better than Uryu in battle IQ. I don't know how you're doing. I don't know where you're getting this from. Uryu's best plan against a god who sees all was fall damage. Laughed my ass off. Well, I mean, no, he was just going to destroy the kingdom. It wasn't fall damage. That's number one. Uryu versus Tsuruchi ain't a prep feat. He realized in fight that Tsuruchi uses oscillations and noticed his Zeli Schneider counters it. Something in his arsenal. He specifically stated he didn't want to use it. Yeah, he didn't want to use it. But guess what? He had to, like I said, he had to analyze. Oh, no, what was the first step? He had to realize, analyze, and execute. Big difference. He noticed her blades oscillated at a certain frequency or rotation. He realized that he had something that could even do it even better. And then he weakened the bonds of Reishi using that weapon, collected them and added them to his weapon. And then he faked her out. He's like, oh, you can't even get next to me with a sword. Well, sorry, honey, it's not even a sword. We don't use swords. It's an arrow. And then he executed and beat her. Very soundly and very clearly he beat her. Finally, me and Mugetsu on the same side. Oh, yeah, you niggas never agree. What y'all teaming up now, huh? Y'all best friends or something? Y'all cool? Let me stop. Shouldn't Uryu using the Zeli Schneider against Surishi count as an L for battle IQ? Because he didn't want to use them before fighting in a Espada. He didn't think of another way to beat her. Well, no, I mean, it's not an L. He didn't want to, but no, it's not an L. That's just like Ichigo didn't want to go Bankai / use his mask without fighting in a Espada. Is it an L because he used it on Dordoni? No, because Dordoni was on that ass. Dordoni was about to hurt little baby. Just like how Saruchi was on that ass. Kawaki is not as strong as Ishiki. The question mark was an accident. Alright, so Kawaki right now is not as strong as Ishiki. Cool. So the only reason Naruto can't keep him in check is... So then Kawaki's stronger than Sage Mode Naruto? Then? As an adult? He must be if Naruto can't keep him in check. So when Sasuke realizes, analyzes, and executes, he's just using his arsenal. But when Uryu does the same thing, wow, he's so smart. Like, bro. It's how it's done, Mugetsu. It's how it's done. Like, all the Sasuke examples, bro. All the Sasuke examples. Let's go over the ones you said. He already has the Jutsu Kiden. He knows he can't just summon Kiden from the sky. He knows this, right? So, he knows he wants to kill Itachi. He knows it's not a rainy day. He knows there are no clouds out, so he can't just summon Kiden. Is Sasuke knowledgeable enough to know, yes, I have to shoot fire at the sky to heat up the atmosphere? Yes, but you don't get points for that because you already knew you were going to use fucking Kiden. You like this, from the outside looking in, it's smart, but he probably already had that shit planned out. It's not a big, oh wow moment. It's not that. What was the other one you guys said? Deidara. First off, he had the Sharingan, so he could pretty much see all Deidara's clays had chakra in them, number one. And then Deidara was using hella Earth-style seals. Not hard to tell he's an Earth-style shinobi. The smartest thing you could say he did was throw his sword with lightning and make sure it hit a bomb. To make sure. That's the smartest thing you can say he did. After that, it's GG's. I have the Sharingan. I can see everything you're doing. What do you want from me? The Danzo one was good. And don't act like I didn't give him credit. The Danzo one was good. I like the Danzo one. That's a really good feat. Because that's something where he has to adapt to, right? Danzo has Izanagi. Yes, Sasuke might know about Izanagi, but it's still not an easy fight. It's still not an easy night. He still has to adjust to Izanagi, right? So he plays on the fact that he might not know about Izanagi through Danzo's purview, gets Danzo to use all of his eyes while also planting a false eye on Danzo. That's some good shit. We like that. That's fire. That's fire. I like that. But the other things, no, I'm not giving him the other things. You don't get points for just figuring out how to deal with the Shadow Clone Jutsu of all things. I'm sorry, was the Shadow Clone Jutsu giving you trouble? Like, what? What are we talking about here, bro? What else are we talking about, man? Sasuke realizing that the Data's bombs are Earth style, analyzing that they can be decommissioned by lightning style, and Earth is weak to lightning, and executed by stabbing himself with Chidori is on par with the Tsurushi feat. Oh my god. Listen, first off, he has the most cheat fucking ability at his disposal, the Sharingan. The Sharingan not only allowed him to see Deader's C4 Kaguya, which was microscopic things, it allowed him to see the damn microscopes in his body. When did Sasuke get a Byakugan? When could he just see through his own arm to his cells? When did he, like, what? Like, why are we doing this, bro? No, it's not on par with the Tsurushi thing. It's not. Like, you realize Uryu had to count how many times her wings oscillated, right? You realize he had to count that out? And then he had to play her. He had to play her in the process of counting that out. Use it to disable her weapons. And then when she thought that she had him, it was like, oh, bet, you got a sword. You got to come to me. I'm going to fuck you. You got to come to me. I don't use swords. I'm a Quincy. Sorry. Bow and arrow, baby. It's a big difference. Y'all gotta remember Sasuke was planning with Orochimaru on how to beat Itachi for years ahead of time. That's true. Orochimaru was doing that for multiple years prior to meeting Sasuke on the forced death. What's impressive isn't shooting the fireballs at the sky. It's manipulating and tricking Itachi so he wouldn't question the fireballs going into the air and think Sasuke is defenseless. So, alright. Listen. In context, all that happened was Itachi hit Sasuke with Amaterasu. Sasuke goes underground and shoots fireballs up. That was Itachi's perspective. Now we know on Sasuke's end, like I said, he has to use Kiden. He can't use Kiden on a clear day. He just can't. There's no way lightning's going to form. So he had to do that. From the outside looking in, sure, that was smart. But from a Sasuke perspective, it was already planned out. That's like giving Shikamaru credit for his plan against Hideout working when he had fucking 5 days of prep. Sure, it was cool, but that's not on the spot battle IQ. That's way different. You made a whole goddamn strategy. I don't even want to call it a strategy, but it was a strategy. You made a whole goddamn, like, what's a better word, man? What's a better word? Like, he planned an encounter from start to finish. Granted, it's impressive. But when we're talking about prep time, analyze, process, and execute, that's not the same thing as doing it real live in time, adjusting to your enemies' quirks, patterns, whatever they're doing in real time. Sasuke did that with prep. Fireball, Kiden, that was all prep. Shikamaru did all that shit with prep. With the date era thing, you can't really give him too much credit because he had the Sharingan. We're not doing that, bro. He had the Sharingan. Come on. Yeah, but he's not in the sandbox mode, just blindly firing fire in the sky. He's got to set that up without Itachi, someone who is glazed in the verse for being a genius. He set it up while keeping it hidden. Bro, I keep trying to tell y'all. It doesn't matter. Listen, from Itachi's perspective, fine, he didn't know about it. What does that do for Sasuke's battle IQ, though? Nothing, because he was going to use Kiden anyway. Like, he was already going to use Kiden. You don't get points for that. You shocked Itachi. You shocked fucking Zetsu of all people. Who cares? That was your goal. I'm talking about analyzing, processing, and executing. Well, analyzing process. I'm talking about realizing whatever order I said first the first time. I'm talking about realizing, processing, and executing. Sasuke did not have to do that with Chidori. I'm sorry, Kiden. He did not have to do it with Deidara. He did have to do it with Danzo, because that fight could have went anyway. He had to do it with Danzo. Do y'all not get why the Danzo example is really good? Am I just yapping about Danzo? Are we not like... or do y'all acknowledge Danzo? I don't know. Itachi ain't an idiot. He knows that chakra can manipulate natural elements. Well, it's not that, bro. But like, you can't be. Well, Itachi's. I'll say this: Itachi's not Kisuke. He's not. Kisuke would have been prepared for Kirin. Then there goes Sasuke's whole fucking reveal. By the way, because the minute Kisuke finds out you can use lightning, he'll probably think that you can call down lightning from the sky. That's just something I would think. Saruchi not smart. Itachi is. It doesn't matter if Saruchi's smart. The battle is changing from moment to moment, and Uryu has no information on this at all. Sasuke at least went in with the information he had on Itachi. He knows he uses fire style and genjutsu. That's it. Saruchi could have used anything. Uryu's special race sensitivity of frequency, which functions in the same manner as Sasuke's Sharingan in the context of giving him hyper-specific knowledge about Daida's bombs, Saruchi's wings. Hey, yo, Grid, are you actually on the manga as we're talking about this right now? Nigga, you too sharp to not be on the manga. If you just talking, you a slick-ass nigga. I'm hoping you reading, because if you just talking, you slick, bro. I'll give you that. His spiritual... his spiritual awareness, or him being very spiritually attuned, did help him. Yes, I give you that. But that's still part of the assess, analyze. He still has to execute, which he did. So yes, but no. Yes, but no. Sasuke still failed in the end with Kirin. Orochimaru still failed after multiple years of planning. Obito admitted himself. Even Zetsu said it. Shouldn't impressing Zetsu count as a feat with the hindsight of knowing what Zetsu actually is? Impress Zetsu. Didn't Zetsu think like the speed of lightning was impressive? Zetsu's the guy that thought like the speed of lightning was undodgeable, unblockable, and impressive. He's that guy, right? Let me keep reading, man. He was he's seeing trouble. If I were in your shoes, I'd be thinking I'd be the most convenient. If Koda and Kawaki or both died fighting each other, you bastard. You are way out of line. Coordinator planning to retreat. Let them. Don't ever think about stalling them. Don't even think about stalling them until Kawaki is there. Alright, cool. So he pushes him to the claw mark. Can't be helped. We'll continue this on the other side. I'd rather have avoided taking you to the hideout. But, Amado, hurry code, Kawaki's almost here. I won't last long. Where's Kawaki right now? Wait a minute. Was his shadow possession not on them? Did it end? And then did he reactivate it? I don't know. I'm just going to assume he recasted his shadow possession jutsu. Yeah, because he wouldn't have been able to do this if he was under it. And I don't see a shadow here, so okay. Okay, yeah, so he recast it. Fool, you want to die that badly? Come on, what's wrong with meeting Kawaki? Why are you so bashful, Delta dear? Huh. What is it, Eida dear? As you see, I'm in a bind. Could you help me? What? You're kidding, right, Delta? Wow. So this is the famous kick that Shikamaru dodges that people scale him to Delta with. Let me just say this. If you guys don't know, there are people on TikTok that will take Shikamaru dodging this kick and then scale him to people like KCM2 Naruto, Delta, Sasuke, and Kinshiki and shit like that. I want to say this publicly. I hate every form of power scaler that scales this way. I hate you from the bottom of my heart. You're annoying, you mess up the game for everyone else, and you ruin scaling. Taking an instance like this, him dodging a single kick, and then saying he scales the Momoshiki, Kinshiki, and all this other shit. That is why I hate you guys. Not you guys, of course, but Not the congregation. The clowns. Anyways, the shadow possession breaks. What are you doing, Delta? Get a grip. But Eida said, I'm sorry, Shikadir. We'll be parting ways here, but thank you so much for your enticing offer. Let's meet again. Thank you too, Delta dear. I love you. I love you too, Eida. Please come visit again. So, Eida's influence is so strong, she can get people to do things for her. See, the hard thing when you're gonna be arguing Eida and Daemon versus people, it'll be up to the person's discretion if whether or not they're actually infatuated with her or just get symptoms of vertigo and headaches and stuff like that. You would have to argue on an arbitrary basis who gets affected and in what way they get affected. Like, you can't just say Ikkaku falls in love with Eida. You can't just say that. Like, there has to be a basis behind it. There has to be proof behind it. Amado says simple ones, but how would you define simple? What would be the cap? What would be the barometer? How would you argue it? It's completely subjective, speculatory, and up in the air, to be honest. I'm just saying this now for future references for when, if I do Eida and X versus anyone, I'm not going to have X person just automatically fall in love with Eida. I'm not going to do that because there's no precedent for it other than being a simpleton. But how would you quantify simpleton? How would you do it? All right, so Kawaki gets there a little too late. Codes claw marks. That bastard, he was here. Kawaki apologizes, but apologies. Could you obliterate them with Sukuhududu so he can never invade here again? I need to ask Amado something. Where is he? Who knows? He might have already be dead. What? Hey, old man, says Daemon. Long time no see. What we got? The only thing... Nah, I got Warriors versus Rockets playing in the background. I just remember Uryu explicitly mentioning it as a major factor as to why he could perceive her wings. Hey, Amid, you crazy, bro. Shout out to you. You know this shit like the fucking Bible. Good for you. The only thing being realized that Sasuke is already getting his cheeks clapped before Uryu even begins to pull a fast one on him. Impressing Zetsu, who has knowledge on basically all of Shinobi history, is pretty cool skill feat in terms of chakra manipulation. Not really a bad IQ thing, though. Zetsu thought lightning was fast, though. Like, what? Like, I don't know. Hey, Light Speed. What's good, bro? How you doing? It's a dub trip. You know it's a rap when a Naruto character beats a Bleach character in something, and most of the chat agrees, laugh my ass off. Gotta eat that. Alright, hold up. First off, let me make this clear. I stand alone against all you niggas. That's number one. The fact that it's me and Shinigami versus you guys, that don't change, that don't rattle me. I've been doing this for a very long time. I've talked to many people who have stood on that side of the fence, and it was just me by myself with these fucking facts, and I held it down. All right, so that's number one. That's number one. I'll say this though. I think it's a difference in opinion when it comes to the Sasuke versus Uryu thing. The things you guys are bringing up for Sasuke, I just don't find as impressive because a lot of them he's already taken into account for. The clones, the Kirin, the Danzo one is fine, right? But that's about it. I don't even know the Madara one, but that's about it. Like, a lot of these things he's already come across, he's taken in before. I don't know. Zetsu was being goofy on purpose to avoid suspicion like Toby. No, I think Black Zetsu was hyping up lightning speed, not White Zetsu. Naruto, even without Kurama, is probably still the strongest shinobi in the world. Even without Kurama? Strongest shinobi in the world? Probably. Actually, yeah, probably. The entire inverse purpose of Hokage is to stand at the top of the world. No, I agree with that. Mayuri, Gigi, and Pepe can bypass Eida's ability with their own Mayuri or science. Oh yeah, nah. If Mayuri can make zombies that don't feel love, you can damn sure bet that he has already injected himself with that same fucking shit. Because why would you give your zombies that effect and not yourself? I can't prove it, but there's just more evidence for it being the case. We can't even see Shikamaru's shadows in the shot where he dodges. So for all we know, she ain't even raw speed dodge. What to say he didn't use his shadows in some way. Hokage is top of the Ninja World. They're still under the feudal lords. Mayuri wouldn't even need to bypass her love. He'd just let her make him love her and still beat her anyway because he don't care. I don't know, champ. Your voice cracking a bit. I mean, listen. You try getting up here reading 3 days a week while also talking to people in the hospital, bro. Your voice gonna crack. If you mean it's cracking under pressure, we don't do that. Not over here. Not over here. Alright. The statement made about the Hokage aren't about political power. That's where the feudal lords and are superior to the Hokage. Uryu came with his still knowing he would need to use it, just like Kid and LOL. Alright, the thing is, are you talking about Zelly Schneider? Or Let's Still? First off. Anyways, if you're talking about Zelly Schneider, that could have been used for any situation. He just chose to use it on Saruchi. For kidding, he knew he was like, you're not going to use your strongest jutsu on Itachi, first off. So he already knew he was going to use it, and he already knew the conditions he would need to use it. Very different. So Sasuke's battle IQ feats don't count because being smart enough to predict is an anti-feat. Yeah, no, like I said, bro, it's the criteria. I'm looking for things in real time that you had to adjust to on the fly. This is why I give credence to Danzo's feat, which no one still seems to say, yeah, Ab-Stract, you're right about that. We like the Danzo feat. I'm going to just take the damn Danzo feat away then. No one's saying they agree with it. I'll take it off the table. Then Sasuke ain't got shit. Like, come on, man. Give me a bone here. The Danzo feat is good. The Danzo feat is good. He has to react in real time. He did not know Danzo had Izanagi. He had to put Danzo under a genjutsu for long enough to think his eye was going out. That's all good stuff. Happened on the fly. He had to perceive, analyze, then execute. Perceive and analyze almost the same thing. I don't know. He had to process whatever the order is. He had to do 3 steps to get to his goal. Like, if you're taking, it's not that like him taking prep is an anti-feat. It's good. It's fine. It's not what I'm talking about, though. It's not what Shinigami's talking about, though. Mayuri would beat her because he loves her. What would Eida's OnlyFans even be? Kawaki Glaze? Yeah, probably. Kawaki Glaze and feet pic sounds about right. That's hilarious. He didn't know he was going to use Kiden on Itachi. He didn't know what Itachi had like that. Same for Uryu. Alright. Alright, like, that comes down to a matter of opinion. I don't think he went into that fight not thinking he wasn't going to use his strongest fucking attack. I don't think he went into the fight not thinking that. And Itachi was still holding back the entire time. So either way you slice it, he was going to use it. Because Itachi was holding back. And if Itachi wasn't holding back, he'd be fighting full force, and that would have made him use it. But he couldn't even get Itachi to fight full force. So, like, I don't know what we're talking about. Hey, Espada is in the chat. Hey, Espada, help me out, bro. We're talking about Uryu versus Sasuke in Battle IQ. But the standards I'm asking for are apparently a little tight. So with Uryu, so what I'm looking for is instances in the series where both of them come across something that they're unfamiliar with, loosely unfamiliar with, they have to adapt to and execute on the fly. They keep giving me all these Sasuke feats, but the issue with Sasuke's feats are they're not all that good. For example, let's take Deidara, right? With Deidara, he used a lot of Earth style. right? And Sasuke had the Sharingan. And Sasuke also had lightning style. So it really wasn't too much figuring out Sasuke had to do to beat Deidara. It really isn't a Sasuke like good feat because all he had to do was neutralize Earth with lightning and see his nano clay mines with Sharingan. It really wasn't a good feat. With Kirin, because they said Kirin's a good feat because he got to set up Kirin. He didn't know Itachi was going. Itachi didn't know what was going on. Zetsu didn't know what was going on. It was a good feat for Sasuke. He set up with Kirin. And I'm like, all right, well, hold up. First off, he already knows the conditions he needs to use Kirin. He has the jutsu. And he, in my opinion, he was going to use it in either case. And that was proved because he couldn't even make Itachi fight full force. So he used it on a weaker Itachi, which means he would have had to use it on a stronger Itachi. So he was going to use Kirin from the get-go. It doesn't really matter. Right? He knew he needed either a cumulonimbus cloud naturally or an artificial one. Either way, he knew he needed that. But that's not an example of analyze, process, and execute. That's not an example of that. Exactly, bro. Yeah, so for Uryu, we got the Xylopero thing where he knew Xylopero was going to take like 5 steps back. Mind you, Xylopero has not moved 1 fucking inch the entire fight. Uryu knew he would take 5 steps backwards. Could have been forward, could have been left, could have been to the side. It could have been a jump. If he did anything but take steps backwards, Uryu's plan doesn't work. But Uryu knew he would go backwards. That's good. That's something Uryu had to see, analyze, and execute. Did that one have help? Yes, it did. But it still meets the criteria. And then we get this Saruchi thing. He gets his Zeli Schneider. Her blades oscillate this fast. His Zeli Schneider operates this fast. He used it to, whatchamacallit, her wings or whatever, steal the ratio from it. But it's still not over because she thinks he has to engage her close up. But no, it's an arrow. The whole time it's been an arrow. You thought it was a sword. Who you playing with? Anyways. Both feats weren't from him, though. Bro, Sasuke don't know who Deidara was. Deidara pulled up for the squabble and Sasuke used what he got. Alright. It's not... Alright, listen. The Deidara one is bad, Red, because if I have the Sharingan and I can physically see what your things are made of via chakra and I can locate them and I can have lightning style to neutralize them, how much work did I actually really do? How much work did I really do? Half the battle was fought. I could see all your minds. Sasuke will probably say he couldn't see them. Well, no, he could see them. He could see them because he threw a fucking sword right at them. He could see all his minds via Sharingan, and then he could neutralize all his minds via lightning style. So how much work did he actually do again? Oh yeah, none. Because he already had the 2 advantages he needed to beat Deidara. Don't bring up Deidara again, bro. He didn't do nothing against Deidara. And survive Xyle because Mayuri showed up and hit bro with all that Pill Cosby. It's not the point, though. The point isn't, though, that he needed help beating Xylopero. The point is his plan. That's what we're judging right now. Because Sasuke didn't really beat Itachi. Not really. Every fight with Uryu won was outplaying the enemy. That's literally battle IQ. Exactly. Even the Yami thing. And I don't remember how that goes exactly. But even he outplayed Yami with battle IQ. He didn't outsmart Mayuri. He outpowered him. That one's fair. That one's fair. For me, at least. Unless someone has a clapback for that. Yeah, but what did that plan do other than make Xyle change into a fresh feat and munch on one of his homies? Yeah, so you're not really... So, if we want to talk about results, that's a different thing. Because Kiden didn't do shit to Itachi either, but y'all want to give him credit for that. At least, at the very least, Uryu's caused physical damage. I don't think Kiden... Well, Kiden burned off Itachi's cloak. That's cool, I guess. Anyways, long time no see. Code, damn it, Damon too. There's nowhere to escape now. Do you give up? What will happen after I rescind your limiters? Will you kill me? Probably. How does that make sense? Who would go along with such things if they knew they'd be killed. You'd be freed from the pain and die in peace. Those merits are almost too good for you. You've got a tendency to go too far. What do you do if I die of shock while under your torture? You'd be the one in trouble. Quit your yapping. I was irritated to begin with. Indeed. Which means the risk is even higher. Listen, I have a simple offer for you. I'll remove the limiters right away without any resistance in return. Please, I beg you, just spare my life. How pathetic, especially this late in the game. Don't you have any pride, Amado? Sorry, but I have no interest in such utterly useless concepts. Let's stop wasting each other's time, shall we? Code. You've always got to come back, don't you? Just do it, geezer, quickly, instead of engaging in idle chit-chat. There's no dress code. That's hilarious. What if that made code explode? Like, why didn't he just put a shut-off button or a bomb in code? That would have been hilarious. White. It's nice. Feeling like I can't lose anyone. Forgive me, Amado. Your wound hurts, doesn't it? I feel good, too. I feel good, so let me free you this instant from your suffering. Alright. Even genius scientist Sanzu Amado is at their mercy. See ya, Amado. Eida, a word. It's about Kawaki. Yes, what about Kawaki? Kawaki is the ace up my sleeve. In case Konoha ever tries to abandon me like now, or if they decide to eliminate me. What do you mean? I don't understand. Ignore him. He's bluffing out of desperation, just stalling for time. If Code was real, he would have just killed him. He would have just killed him right there if Code was real. This is stupid. You're going to buy this windbag's mutterings. He'll just use you for his own ends. Did you not hear me? I'm telling you not to interfere. Sorry, but he's on my retribution list too. You already told me Kawaki's off limits. You have no right to deny me Amado as well. Daemon. Grabs Code, covers his mouth, grabs his hand. Hey now, don't get too carried away, eh? Alright, important part. Hey, Tante. What's good, Lady Taunt? How are you? Oh my god, Code Deposer. That's the point. Sasuke didn't know what Itachi had and needed to set up his trump card and use Itachi's moves to aid his efforts. He ain't used Itachi's moves, he used his own moves. His fire lit up the sky, not Itachi's. Bro talking tough and he would lose to tough. Sasuke ain't know about Susanoo though. Uryu already knew Uryu already knew Zyle was weakening his Reishi bonds and still failed with that info. So you're telling me Uryu was nerfed and still got Zyle to do what he wanted him to do? Mugetsu, is that what you're telling me? Because it sounds like a nerfed Uryu still caused damage to Zyle and got him to go exactly where he wanted him to go. Sasuke knew ahead of time he was going to use Kiden regardless on Itachi. Exactly. Uryu didn't win against Zyle either. But that's not the point. The point is who had better executions and better plans. That's the point. Kiden slammed Itachi's face first into the ground and left him severely bruised and bleeding from the mouth, by the way. Well, no, I think he was bleeding from the mouth because of his sickness. I don't think that was Kiden. There's no evidence that was Kiden. And his face didn't get slammed to the ground because there was no fractures. There was no fracturing of the ground or anything or cratering of anything like that. So that was really just for effects, honestly. Again, Itachi didn't try to kill Itachi. Zyle did. Surviving a death battle, surviving a training battle. Just because I know I'm going to smash this chick doesn't guarantee I will. Gotta set up the plan, dog. I mean, Common Sasuke is the most overrated character. Bro got all his power-ups via plot. Yeah, Sasuke was kind of like a power-hungry junkie. It don't matter that he planned to use Kiden. Thinking, oh, I'm going to set this up, and actually setting it up are two different things. Well, no. He knew he was going to use it. And listen, there's only one way to use it, if there's not a natural storm in the sky. He has to shoot a fireball up. The only thing he needed to do was get below Itachi to make it look like I did this on purpose, but I'm really setting up Kiden. That's not special. Yes, it does, because if you already know you're going to use it, and there's only one way to do so, there wasn't much setup. Exactly. Thank you, Mobley. Sasuke was using Itachi's Amaterasu to help him set up for Kirin. Oh, his Amaterasu. Okay, I can give you that. Amaterasu, I can give you that. Sasuke didn't even know what manga was until he was like 14. He thought it was just a weird look. Don't know what that one addresses Mu, but hey. Sasuke knew Itachi was going to use Amaterasu just like he knew he was going to use Kiden. Xyla is still a hollow, and Uryu knew... No. Xyla is still a hollow, and Uryu know more about hollows than Sasuke knew about Mangekyo. Okay. What does that do for Uryu, though? Like, what did he know exactly about hollows, first off? You know he was in a room where, like, his powers was being weakened. You said this, actually. Bro, if not for Itachi using his black flames, there's no Kiden. What you mean? He shot the fire into the sky. That's what really primarily made the Kiden. It wasn't, like, the Amaterasu helped, but it was the fire going directly into the sky. Actually, someone pull up the chapter for Itachi versus Sasuke. We'll go look at the damn fight. Now, guys, look here. Direct your attention to code. Direct your attention to code. Code is going to swipe at Daemon. As he's going to swipe, the damage is already being reflected. Why didn't Code lose his head in this moment? In fact, why did Code have enough time to think to himself, "Guh, my intent to kill is already being reflected," and then teleport away? This tells us that Daemon's reflection can be blitzed in two ways. You can be too fast for the reflection to hit via stopping the attack midway, or too fast for the reflection to hit via You can be too fast for the reflection to hit via stopping the attack midway. Oh wait. Yeah, no. That's actually the only way. I think I was gonna say you can be too fast via thinking, but this is different than thinking because he was going for an actual attack. Because these are speed lines, which means something's going on here. Anyways, he teleports. Clawmuck's up there. Come down here, chicken bastard. Code, did you just attack my little brother with the intent to kill him? See, here's the thing. We know he didn't, or if he did, we know he blitzed the technique. Because if he attacked with the intent to kill, then by all rights, Code should have been killed. Because he attacked with the intent to kill. That's a horrible accusation, considering you fired the first shot. I warned you before, if you end up being a hindrance to us, I'll have to dispose of you. Wait a sec, hindrance? Me? Do you still not understand, Code? Eida's got an invitation from Konoha now. She already has an opportunity to get close to Kawaki, but if she keeps associating with you, she'll ruin this chance. So how are you not a hindrance? Hey, yo, Amado is hilarious, bro. Amado is hilarious. Shut it, Amado. Quit the smooth talk. You're trying to trick Eida and throw me into wolves, but it's not going to work. Trick? I'm just stating the truth. I said, shut up. Alright, so let's look at this real quick. Because this might be a speed feat for Daemon. Oh, no, it's not going to be. So Daemon lands right next to Amado. Code lands where he lands. Real quick, let's check the, let us check. Oh, shout out to my one Twitch viewer, bro. I don't know who you are, but I fuck with you. Thank you. Let me see. We chatting in here? I don't know who my one Twitch viewer is, but I fuck with you, man. Alright, where are we at? Bro, if not for Itachi using his black flames, there's no kidding. Yeah, I mean, the Kirin helped, but it was also the fire growing up. By that logic, Piccolo using Hellzone Grenade wasn't a battle IQ feat, Ab-Stract. Is Hellzone Grenade a bat? Like, it's not a battle IQ feat, bro. It's an. Moo. Hellzone Grenade is a technique that is literally meant to scatter shots and have them converge. It's not a battle IQ feat. It's not. Goku using Kamehameha, sending one up, sending another one up, and then kicking the dog shit out of Frieza is a battle IQ feat. Do we see the difference? Do we understand the difference? Sasuke didn't know what Amaterasu even was. Quit playing. That's crazy setup. He had to trick him to do it, so. Itachi versus Sasuke starts 384. I bet. I'm not going to go to it right now. But I will, we'll get over there. All right, where's it at? Or no, I will go to it right now, but we won't read it until we're ready. If that happens at 384, then I want to be at at least at 388. Where's the, I don't want the black, no, I want the colored though. Oh well, whatever. It's fine. Alright. Hollows are the natural enemy of the Quincy. He knows enough about hollows to create a church cracker that draws them out. That's more than Sasuke knew about Itachi. Well, first off, I don't think Uryu created that bait, number one. I'm pretty sure that came from his father's workshop, like most of his equipment does, but hey. But Vassal Lord aren't hollows. The show literally shows and states this multiple times. A lot of things that apply to hollow don't apply to Vassal Lord, let alone the Espada. I said nothing about Itachi using Susanoo. Everyone in Edo Akatsuki knew about Itachi's arsenal outside of Susanoo, just like they knew each other's abilities, but not everything. Did Hellzone Grenade outsmart 17? It's specifically designed to make enemies think he's just shooting blindly so they don't suspect a thing. So the question of whether or not it outsmarted him doesn't speak to the parameters I'm using for battle IQ under these pretenses, right? I'm talking about a situation in which you have to analyze, process, and execute. I keep saying two synonyms, analyze and process. Those are two synonyms. You get what I'm saying though, right? There has to be a process of analyzing and executing. Hellzone Grenade is a pre-made move that is supposed to get you to think I'm doing something. That's not battle IQ, bro. That didn't take any extra brain power to do or execute. Oh wow, I'm missing my ki blast shots. Oh look, now they're all converging. I didn't plan that though. Yes, the fuck you did. Alright. Where are we? Okay, cool. That's right. We were looking for a speed feat. So Code dashes at Amado. Not too close, not too far. We don't get to see the ground. If I had to estimate though, I'd estimate maybe about 5 to 6 meters. Code dashes at Amado. Are you stupid? But then again, Daemon, from where he landed, Daemon should be right next to Amado too. So this isn't really that impressive. In fact, Code's dumb for going for Amado and not Daemon. Because Daemon was blocked on the first time. So Daemon pushes him back. If Big Sis says don't, then stop doing it. Idiots who can't understand such simple things need to be disposed of. You getting this, Code? No matter who you are, you became enchanted by her. What the heck? I'm sure we'll run into her again. Then you'll see for yourselves. What is she, a cyborg relic like Code? I don't know for sure, but Amado mentioned before that among the cyborgs who were scrapped, were several who greatly surpassed Jigen's power. Once again, several meaning 3 or more, so there's one more cyborg out there that we don't know about. Eida is likely one of them, considering that Amado was surprised at her presence, and even worse, it seems Eida's not Code's only companion. What? During last night's battle, there was someone new Code used to counter Kawaki when he was cornered. It wasn't Eida. I'm certain of it. There's at least one other enemy cyborg. Hey Eida, Damon's acting real weird. Do something, will you? Code is a troll and a gaslighter. He gonna say Damon's acting weird when she told him to stop attacking Amado. Like he said, like, yo, Code is a gaslighter. I'm grateful to you, Code. I am, for freeing me. That's why I helped you regain your power. But let's call it a day now. It's time to end this. You're kidding, right? I love you, Eida, from the bottom of my heart. Don't you still need my power, simp? No thanks. I don't care for your self-serving attitude. Whether your feelings are real or not, I've had enough. Don't worry about Big Sis. Whether it's against Otsutsuki or anyone else, I'll protect her. I see. Eida doesn't need 2 knights, does she? That's right. Just one. Me. What? What are you talking about? You're creeping me out. Sorry, Damon, but let's clear up once and for all who the real hindrance is. Who the real hindrance here is. Smirk. You're losing it. Sounds interesting. Try it. Code. His palms. Beware of Damon's palms. This might have been the most cap I've heard. It's only when he's touching others with his hands that actions get reflected. Bug, you jerk. How dare you? Good. This is good. Damon's ability is bothersome, but it can be overcome if you know its secret. Plus, Code's regained his full power, which is greater than Jigen's was. Greater than Jigen's. Not Ishiki's. So Ishiki should still be above Jigen at this point. Chapter 389 for the fight. Got you. Thank you, bro. Also, Piccolo created Hellzone Grenade on the fly in that fight after analyzing 17's cocky personality. Like, I can believe that. But if we're being honest, Hellzone Grenade is like a, I don't even want to speak on it because I haven't watched that fight in a very long time. But I would also rule that out as something I'm not specifically talking about, which is why I more went to Goku's example. Low key though, Piccolo got the highest battle IQ in Dragon Ball Z. You could also make the argument that Roshi does, but Piccolo still created techniques on the fly. Jigen, the other one, Jigen, the one that died to fire, just called a fire. Just called a fire department for a suit and you'll outscale his durability. That's crazy. So far, not wrong. Sadly. Alright. So yeah. Code is stronger than Jigen was, not Ishiki. That's important. I see. Only when touching others, eh? Alright. So, Damon goes to look at Bug. While looking at Bug, he's fast enough to dodge Code's attack. You said earlier that you felt like you couldn't lose anyone or something like that. That was hilarious, says Damon. And gives Code the meanest back shot he's ever had. Fragmenting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 to 7 tiles. Now, we could probably actually get a. I'm gonna see if I can calc this actually. Don't get me wrong. It's nothing nowhere near as impressive as some of the things, even in Naruto, like Shippuden. But I'm gonna see if I can do it or get the numbers for it. Yeah, thaw. So he gives him a mean back shot, then actually lands on his back. What the? But Code is no fool. He put claw marks where he got hit. Pretty smart. And claw marks above Daemon. Pretty smart. Comes at Daemon, only to get sidekicked to the face, eating a clean one. And again, he cracks the pavement. Or he cracks the wall. At least Daemon is showing... Daemon is showing at least consistent physicals. Like every serious hit he does sends him flying and fractures something. Whether it be the wall or the ground. But I'm not going to lie to you guys. This right here, this kick, this right here, this is still getting outdone by Jackie's air pressure feat, let alone its full contact hit. Now, if you want to say Daemon is stronger via scaling and you want to use like your scaling methods, sure. But as far as calcs go, Jackie is running through this verse right now. It's not even close. Had enough yet? You do seem stronger than Jigen. So neither Hokage nor Uchiha should be trouble. Okay. So, but this is the fun thing about Naruto. And I'll stand on this. Well, no, I'll say this. Right. Because Code just got his limiters released. So maybe now he wouldn't beat Naruto and Sasuke. But limiters on, he's getting his ass beat badly. Alright. But that's all. Who's second or third doesn't matter to the number one. Me. Damn it. Code's all barking, no bite. That's why I was against waking up Daemon. Code makes his claw marks, goes in him. Running away? That's fine. I won't chase after you. Just don't get in my way. And I think you know this, but I can see everything, so I'll kill you if warranted. I've got a mission to cultivate a divine tree and obtain its chakra fruit, as per the Otsutsuki will Ishiki bequeathed to me. I'll devour it and become a new Otsutsuki. Good luck. Once I'm an Otsutsuki, your ability won't affect me. That's when I'll finally know my true feelings towards you. Whether I want to love you or want to kill you. He grabs Bug and takes him to. God, you crazy psycho. So yeah, at the very least, Code's teleporting speed is fast. And his reaction speed is at least fast enough to go into his teleportation before Daemon can blitz him. Amado, you're utterly devious. Not only did you survive that crisis, but you artfully managed to separate Code and I as well. And you decided it'd be a great chance to cut off Code. No, that's why you stood up for me, even if a bit roughly. Don't lump me in with you. I just wanted to hear the rest of your story. If it does turn out to be a bluff, I have no qualms about killing you. Kawaki is the ace up my sleeve. That's not a bluff, it's the truth. Yo, interesting. You ain't too bad a ride. Damon's just itching to kill you, So if you don't want to die, I suggest you start explaining now. Kawaki has regained his karma, and simultaneously inherited Ishiki's abilities. His power is likely to keep growing. Okay, yeah. And as of right now, there is no one in Konoha who can oppose Kawaki's power, including the Hokage. Except for me. You've planted something else inside Kawaki, haven't you? A unique emergency shutdown command code that only I can use. It's Konoha's job to keep. It's Konoha's job to manage Kawaki. It's Konoha's job to manage Kawaki, but this concerns the other villages too. So he's Konoha's number one priority. That was not a fart. That was my shoulder, by the way. Meaning they all have no choice but to rely on me. Yeah, right. You're profiting from resolving a problem you yourself created by restoring Kawaki's karma. Moreover, why is it that you didn't put such a stop function in him to begin with? Because Jigen forbade it. To him, implanting such a function in his precious vessel was unacceptable. But I can beat the heck out of him without breaking a sweat. It's as Daemon says, he can deal with Kawaki's power, and if you should die, perhaps Konoha will come to rely on us siblings. You have a point, an intriguing one. But the shutdown function is just insurance to protecting my standing in the village. My real objective is different. God damn. See, that's what happens when niggas read too long. Alright, you haven't answered my question, and Kawaki's karma is necessary to achieve it, so spill it or I'll kill you. I'll talk, but it's a long story. Something that I need to tell Konoha as well. Can you wait until we get there? You should accept Shikamaru's offer, Eida. It's as he said, if you want to build a relationship with Kawaki, you should move to Konoha. You think so? Alright, cool. So we're getting to the end of this. I think this is actually a perfect time to stop. I do have work tomorrow. Excuse me. It's Kawaki's fault, all of it. From the beginning, that bastard. I never cared for him from the get-go. How did he end up as the how did he end up as the legitimate vessel? Why couldn't it have been me? And Eida too. He's taking. This nigga sounds like Anakin. He's taking everything from me. Every single time, he's always takes what's important to me. I'm gonna kill him. I swear. I'll wreck everything. Every single thing that's precious to him. The Hokage, his friends, and Konoha Village too. Alright, cool. So we'll stop on this next chapter. Let's go read Sasuke versus Itachi. Let's also check what you guys have been yapping about. Flapping your jip japs and kilowacks. So Jigen is fire level. Below fire level. He didn't survive fire to be to be on his glory. Naruto fans swear he beats Yamamoto. And Code knows all about backshots from Jigen. Facts. It's a tradition now. I'm getting off work. Y'all have a good one. Try to be smart like Sasuke. Take it easy, Red. Code likes taking backshots more than Lil Nas X. People would swear Code is planetary and bleeds from one kick. Yeah, no. In the crater he made, or the fracturing of the ground he made wasn't even impressive, to be honest. Rock Lee with weights on could crack that floor just fine. And that's the issue too, bro. The scaling is kind of regressive at this point. Because Rock Lee just moving in the 7th gate can cause that type of destruction. But you're telling me Daemon, who is superior to Jigen, and Jigen could bust through the Susanoo and the Kurama, but you can only fracture the ground? Come on, bro. Yep, Boruto is a show shitting on Naruto's everything. Story, plot, characters, now even scaling. Yep. Whenever he does Eida, I don't know. Your shoulder, claim your farts with pride like a man, like a saint. It was my shoulder though. Jigen versus Tatsufusa Ijoji. The 3rd seed of the 8th division of the Kote 13. The final defense of Kyotoku that had a legendary bout with Yasutaro. Chad. The stronger who you got. The strongest who you got. Bro, that was hard to read, first of all. But let me get into this fight real quick. Cool. Where are we at? Good. Yeah, let's wait till this gets outside. Hold up. Let me get out. Ouch. Whew. Alright, sit on the pillow real quick because my booty hurt. Pause. If y'all need that kind of stuff, I don't know. Alright. Let's get them outside. 391. Oh, okay, too far. Alright. So Sasuke's fire style is losing. Amaterasu, he puts out all Sasuke's fire. Cool. Whoa, he put out flames of flames. One needs only to sight one's target and the black flames will come to life right on point. Alright. One needs only to sight one's target and the black flames will come to life right on point. Oh, so that actually clears it up. They don't spawn on you. They come to life. That's different than spawning on you. I think that kind of clears up my misconception about Amaterasu. Let's check a different translation. Chapter 390. Let's check what they say in this translation. It's always good to cross-reference what different versions have. All right. Is this the same point, though? Yes, it is. All right. Holy smoke. He smothered flame with flame. It burns whatever the eye focuses on. The black flames will converge on exactly that spot. Okay. So even in that version, they're not saying they spawn on you. Converging on you and appearing or coming alive is different than something spawning on you. Just wanted to make that clear. I'm glad I saw that, actually. I'm going to actually take a picture of that panel. Matter of fact, Rock Lee literally pulled a tree trunk root straight from the ground with one arm in the force of death. That was more impressive than Damon's kick. Look, we can all agree Ada looked good. I agree Yoruichi looks good. I don't know what you talking about, Chaos. If we take every attack that craters and doesn't crater, then we would be scaling up and down all day if we put every action in a bubble that way. Now, I get you, Kuribo. I'm just saying, bro. Like, you don't take a person like Code that's stated to be stronger than Jigen without his limiters, then have someone like Daemon who is stronger than Code without his limiters, putting him probably several times over Jigen at this point, and have his hits only crater the ground, or not even crater, only fracture the ground that much. You don't do that. It's like, we already don't have enough feats for this show, but you're giving us feats that scale below things we've seen in OG Naruto and Shippuden. For Damon's first showing of fighting, it's not good. That's all I'm saying. Not her forehead is a Nimitz class supercarrier. Her eyes have super cataracts. Her hair is stupid and she definitely has no ocean and dandruff. The way you think about spawning is very strange. I don't think so. Here's the thing. If something spawns on you, like literally, if it, here are the words. If it spawns on you, there is no dodging it. You're already hit if something spawns on you. It's in the name. It's in the phraseology. If it spawns on you, you're already hit by it. Because that means as it's coming into reality, as it's coming into existence, its first point of contact is you. There's no way for you to dodge it. There's no way for you to block it. Well, the blocking one might be a little contentious, right? But yeah. Yeah. Its first point of contact is you. It'd be nothing else if it spawns on you. Like, Lele's x-axis has a better argument of spawning on you, but he already described his ability. It hits everything between the muzzle of his gun and his target. If you're in the way, you're hit automatically. That's just what it is. That's why it can't be dodged. You're hit the minute he pulls the trigger and you're within trigger lining sight. I'm talking about every series. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense to measure every action in a bubble. See, but like, the only reason the bubble exists is because we haven't had any good feats in this series yet. Kamui is a good example of something that actually spawns on you. Kamui. Yes. Yes. I'll say this. You might be able to move or avoid Kamui, but it does spawn on you. You can literally put it in your chest, starting on someone's head, starting on their arm. Yeah, Kamui spawns on you. Amaterasu converges where your eyes. What does he say? One needs only sight, and the black flames will come to life right on point. Yeah. Amaterasu converges where the user's looking. It doesn't spawn on you. If it spawned on you, there'd be no way to dodge it. Yeah, that was perfect. Yeah. I haven't gotten to Chainsaw Man, so I don't know what Makima can do. But yeah, Makima's bangs spawn. Spawning has no time to react. Amaterasu comes to life around the focal point, giving time to react. Oh, I'll give you an example. Daemon's attacks. You can say Daemon's attacks spawn on you. You can say Shunsui's reflections spawn on you. You can say Shunsui's poison from his second act spawns on you. You cannot avoid these things. They're just results. The black flames never go out until they have burned their target to ash, even if that happens to be other flames. Oh, so even look at this, right? Oh no, okay, eyes open. Sasuke moves first, then he opens his eye. Okay, I thought the opposite might have happened. Takshi's looking, he's looking. Sasuke's looking, he's looking, and we hit a wing. Told you Itachi to win. He's put out Amaterasu. He's planning to take his eyes. He escaped below. These wounds are nothing. Yeah. Until he unleashes the Amaterasu, I can't use the art of substitution. Now, there's an interesting translation for that as well. So in this one, Sasuke says, I can't use the replacement technique until he tries Amaterasu. I wonder why he would say that. Now, here's the thing. B used the substitution jutsu with his own tentacle while he was on Amaterasu. right? And what Sasuke is saying here, I can't use the replacement technique until he tries Amaterasu. That would actually be consistent with being able to use it even while you're on Amaterasu. Versus what's said here. Until he unleashes the Amaterasu, I can't use the art of substitution. Oh, wait. No, unleashes. Oh, hold up. Oh, no. So they're both consistent. I read that wrong. Until he unleashes the Amaterasu, I can't use the art of substitution. So he was planning to use it from the very get-go when he got hit. And both of these confirm that. So whoever said you can't substitute Amaterasu is actually wrong. Because I remember someone was saying you can't use substitution jutsu on Amaterasu. This actually disproves that. Because he says I can't use that replacement technique until he tries Amaterasu. Meaning he was waiting to get hit by it first. But I'm glad I saw that. Really glad I saw that. But alright, let's go. Now, this is what Sasuke's been waiting for. Look, guys, he's been waiting for this. So he was always going to do it. Hold up, nah. Hey, lock in. Lock in right now, all of you guys. This is what I've been waiting for. Fire style, art of dragon flame. Now notice, these are big fireballs. Itachi dodges. Gets burned once, and they go right to the clouds. Right to the clouds is where they go. That Amaterasu took a lot out of you. Hey, they're going to collapse the thing that had a chakra. This will probably be my last jutsu. The Sharingan can assess chakra. Stop bluffing. I can see that you're out of chakra. You use the Orochimaru style of substitution to evade my Amaterasu. You're skillful, but you use too much chakra. I see because Sasuke is absorbed. Yeah, I don't have any chakra left. I used it up in that last... I used it up on that fire style jutsu. But do you really think I would come here to kill you unprepared? Hold up. Do you really think I would come here to kill you unprepared? So guys, take this shit out of the fucking runnings. Take it out the runnings. Take it out the runnings. This does not meet the criteria that we were talking about with Uryu at all. This isn't a scenario where he had to come in, assess, and execute. He already had a fucking plan up his ass. Hey, Mobley, me and you are right, bro. Me, you, and Shinigami are right on this. They're all wrong. And this is why I stand on the side that I stand on. Let me catch up. What if Shunsui was out to kill you and you have to survive? There would be no hope. By the way, for context, Makima's bangs function as such. Did you ever read the recent chapters, Even Bangs? No, okay. People will look at Itachi doing this with knowledge of Sasuke's body and say he was holding back in any context other than sister. No. Like I said, Sasuke knew Itachi had an Amaterasu. It could be depending on substitution. it could depend on the substitution used. Regular log substitution, I doubt would work. So, I mean, regular log substitution was bullshit from the beginning anyway. I think we all know regular log substitution was bullshit. Hey, what's good, Shinichi? What's good, bro? That's not the same ability. The war isn't the control. Please stop lying. She's just saying the name of Makima's technique to affect Denji's mental. Just like I said prior, Sasuke and Orochimaru were planning ahead of time on what to do. Sasuke knew Itachi had Amaterasu and was planning to use Kiden from the jump. Come on, Mobley. Me and Ab-Stract was on point. Come on, bro. Hey, Mobley, you see how they want to talk about Makima now, and we don't want to talk about Sasuke anymore, right? We see that, right? We paying attention? Mugetsu, warriors using the same ability. Nah, y'all keep laughing. Y'all keep yapping, though. I'm going to read this shit. Anyways, do you really think I would come here to kill you unprepared? Don't ever play with me, Mobley, and Shinigami again. It only lasts in an instant. Just like the Amaterasu, it cannot be blocked or evaded. For him to think that Amaterasu can't be blocked or evaded is so, like, close-minded. Now you wanted it, so here it is. Your death. No one can evade this jutsu, just like the Amaterasu. What is it? Itachi probably realizes it faster. He looks up. Zetsu then realizes it. He looks up. Thunderclap. That's it. That's what Sasuke's fire was for. Oh, hold up. What? That's it. That's what Sasuke's fire was for. What do you mean? Sasuke's real target was never Itachi. I still don't get it. I'm the dumb Zetsu. He shot the fire style jutsu into the sky to rapidly raise the temperature of the ambient air and create an ascending air current to form a cumulonimbus cloud. So again, he didn't even take advantage of the Amaterasu. It was his own damn fireball, like Ab-Stract said. I think I'm the only one who actually said that. And what does that have to do with? He doesn't have to use his own chakra, but just take advantage of the enormous ambient atmospheric energy to create a lightning style jutsu. Which one? Doesn't matter which one. It'll hit. No, doesn't matter. Whichever one it is, it'll be on a totally different scale than what anyone can create using changing chakra nature alone. Oh, look at this also. So we not only get that Sasuke is using his own fire style and not Amaterasu, we get that natural lightning is on a different scale than chakra lightning. Why would that be? I wonder why. Couldn't be that chakra lightning's weaker. God forbid chakra lightning's weaker than actual lightning. God forbid it's slower than actual lightning. Rumble, rumble, rumble. I see. So Sasuke deliberately lured Itachi outside so he could use the heat generated by the Amaterasu. Alright. Now, that was said, yes, but the one that was said first was, of course, him using his own fireball. I don't know which Zetsu said that, probably the dumb one, but hey. I guess we're both right in that sense, or we're all right in that sense, but either way. Okay, Ab-Stract, you're right. What are you smarter? I'm saying, bro. Like, if this was the golden grail for you guys, I'm sorry. It should probably be Danzo. Danzo's a good one. Go to Danzo. We like Danzo. Not really, but Danzo's cool. This YouTube guides the lightning striking down from the heavens. In short, I merely direct its power toward you. So yeah, here's the thing. If all Kirin really does is guide it down, which we know is a lie though too, because no lightning can make a fucking dragon. So we already know that's cap. He's not just guiding it down. This is more than just guiding it down. But this would also intimate to us that the natural lightning is actually stronger than chakra lightning at this point. Yeah, this would intimate that natural lightning is stronger than chakra lightning. Because look at this destruction. He destroys the entire hideout. Now, the AoE of this is fucking ginormous. It's really big. And I'm pretty sure Zale's already calced this. But it's huge. It's really big. And he destroys the entire hideout in one shot. But yeah. And then we finally get, if I hadn't had this, I would have been dead. Meaning Itachi could not react to lightning. He couldn't move. He couldn't do nothing but pull out. He could not do anything but pull out Susanoo. Uryu has no battle IQ feats at this point. If his best feat is getting lucky, someone walked backwards. But he didn't get lucky, someone walked backwards. He had to... How's that getting lucky? How is that getting lucky, bro? That makes no sense. You're out of chakra. utilizes ninjutsu to guide Kiden, thus inherently using chakra, but God forbid you point out being out of chakra is mostly used as a euphemism in verse. I mean, you can, like, yes, we get it, right? When they're saying out of chakra in this context, it's meant to mean you can't use any more big, fantastic jutsu. Not that you're going to die out of chakra. We get that, right? All right. But yeah, hey man, that was good. I'm excited for Boruto. I think we can finish tomorrow. Let me see where we're at. We're at 72. 72. How many chapters did I do today? I think I started at 66. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if I do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, we got 8 more chapters left, guys. Then we can start 2 Blue Vortex. Hey, hey guys, real quick. I was talking to Twin, and what do you guys think about this? Who would win? The new Team 7? Or how would y'all do this? Like, who do y'all have? The new Team 7 versus Kisame. The new Team 7 versus Kisame, and no, don't scale any of them to light speed don't scale any of them to light speed off of Delta's lasers and put them at when they fought Boro. The new Team 7 versus Kisame when they fought Boro. Who wins and why? All I know is everyone else saying me and Ab-Stract was wrong. Those are some boxes of fruit snacks. Hey, I'll take it, goddammit. I'll take it. That's hilarious. Shout out to me and Mobley for staying strong. Shout out to Shinigami. He ain't here right now. He probably sleeping. Kisame, so long as the new Team 7 doesn't have Karma or Sage. See, but that's the thing, Mobley. They have 2 users of Karma, 1 user of Sage mode, and 1 with a Sharingan. But the thing is, they're kids. Strong kids. I'll give you that. They're strong kids. Like, I think I might make a video on how each of them does against the Akatsuki as individuals. I think that'll be a fun video. Not gonna lie, the kids actually mostly stomp. Me and my twin brother, me and Tay went over it. The kids mostly stomp these guys. Abby, can't wait for you to get to 2 Blue Vortex. You get to see Bort's strongest jutsu barely shake leaves on the trees and make Code slightly dizzy. Ugh, man. The funny thing is, I know the jutsu already, but I'm actually going to get to read it and then actually, yeah, that's going to be fun. Oh, look, Mugetsu, look, a burrito. Burrito. New Team 7 stomp because of raw stats. All right. When you say raw stats, what is New Team 7's best speed feat? Who out of the team holds the best speed feat, and what's the speed feat? And then is it over anything that the Akatsuki have done? Because if you want to use some inverse scaling from OG Naruto, the Akatsuki all hunted the Biju. The Biju were the Jinchuriki. The Jinchuriki with Rinnegan and Sharingan eyes were able to keep up with B and Naruto. And the Akatsuki hunted them while they were alive. So while you can say they got buffed by the eyes, which really isn't a speed buff, mind you, but fine, call it a buff. They also got nerfed via Edo Tensei, yet the Akatsuki were able to keep up with them and capture them and fight them. So the question is, well, no, it's not so the question is, so you can pretty much loosely scale each member of the Akatsuki at the very least, somewhat the KCM1 Naruto in combat speed. and stuff like that. I don't know about full movement speed, but combat speed, they should definitely have that. Oh gosh, my fault, bro. Yeah, targeted ads are on. Now, I don't know why they'd be targeting me for these ads. I'm not into that kind of stuff. You know, I'm dating a black woman. But anyways, yeah, you can loosely get all the Akatsuki to around KCM 1 level with some reverse inverse scaling. Then again, how would Samehama interact with Karma? It likes Jinchuriki chakra, but if the chakra is too foul, it won't need it. That's a good question. My thing is this. Kisame won't really be able to launch any of his big jutsu at all. He can't use giant water shark missile. He can't use giant water shark dome. He can't use 5 eating sharks because Boruto and Kawaii will just suck up everything that he can produce. So it ultimately comes down to, can he beat those kids with Samehada and straight up taijutsu? That is the question. Can he beat those kids with Samehada and straight up taijutsu? Oh yeah, let me end the stream. Actually, who we got over at we still got one viewer on Twitch. Hey man, I fuck with you, bro. I appreciate you. Why does my thing look like that? Hey, I really enjoyed the energy during your stream. I'd love to stay connected and support you as a real fan. Feel free to add me on Discord. Hey, there we go. Appreciate you, bro. I'll definitely add you on Discord. Mawawa 15. How do I? Let me type it in actually. MAWOWA_15. Cool. Bet. All right. Cool. Definitely going to add you, bro. Where is my YouTube? Alright. And let me put this in my notes so I don't forget it. Paste. Come on. Oh no, where's my live chat? Okay. But yeah, not gonna lie, I have most of the kids beating them. It's just like, I don't have them, like, I don't think they beat Itachi. And of course, I don't think they beat Obito. But they could beat Obito, but I don't think they beat Obito. They shouldn't, but it's definitely possible that they could. Especially since the karma can teleport them out of the Kamari dimension. That's number 1. Number 2, they should actually beat the passive pain. Like all 4 of them working together should beat the passive pain. That shouldn't be too crazy. Kakuzu might be a hard night for them. Because Kakuzu's kind of brutal. He kind of just goes. So it really depends. But generally, I think I got the kids. I don't have them how you guys might have them. Like, oh, they just outscale. They don't beat Pain in your opinion. So Pain's a tricky one. Here's the thing. When in the manga for Pain, he doesn't fight the 9 tails like how he does in the anime. So that already takes a real big hit to Pain's good durability that I saw in the anime. It takes a hit because he doesn't fight like that in the manga. So all it would really take is a single Rasengan, possibly, right? So the kids got Mitsuki, who is actually extremely See, Mitsuki is really good. If we had said Mitsuki versus Uryu, I'd probably give it to. Well, I don't know if Mitsuki has as much moments, but Mitsuki does what I'm talking about that Sasuke should do. Mitsuki's really good at what he does. But yeah, they got Mitsuki, who's extremely good on the tactics side, and who also has Sage Mode. Sarada can now use Chidori. She's strong as shit, and she can use Fire Style, as well as Lightning Style. I think the Pains get overran in that one. I think even though there's 6 of them, the kids have more options. You got Boruto, and Kawaki both using Shadow Clone Jutsu at the same time. That's really annoying. That's going to kind of throw them off. But hey, that's a video for like another day. New Team 7 should beat Kasame. I can agree with that, honestly. I really can. As much as I like Kasame, he can't use any of his big jutsu on them. Alright, Kuribo, what do you think about Kakuzu? I think Kakuzu is a little harder of a knight. Just for compatibility. Like, Kasame might be stronger, but I think Kakuzu is a little harder of a knight. What about the animal path constantly? So, ayo, Mobley, bro. The animal path is such an issue. He's so annoying to bring up because he can hide in his damn chameleon. He can fly on that damn bird and drop bombs. He can do the summoning dog. And the thing is, the kids just don't have anything to take down all of his things. He has the crab, the chameleon, the bird, the dog. Things we haven't seen. So their first order would be to take down him, and hopefully if you take down him, the animals disappear. But that's going to be really hard, especially if he's in the chameleon, invisible, or on the dog. Like, Sarada might be able to see him with the Sharingan, but there's like, it's tough. It's tough. That one's hard to call, but yeah, the animal path is probably the hardest one they'd have to deal with. Right after that would be Tendo. Yeah, right after that would be Tendo. And Pain would have to deal with the fact that Naruto and Kawaki can also get a boost using Karma. As well as Mitsuki and Sage Mode. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. The King of Hell bringing them back to peak condition. That too. And in a scenario like this, it's hard to say which Pain would die first because they might very well take out that Pain first. It really all depends. It really all depends. But yeah. But alright guys, just some shit to think about. The next videos that I plan on making in the near future, Toshiro versus Kakashi. I'm definitely doing that, if not just for the sake of putting my mind at ease and talking to Kuribo. I think it'll be a fun video. They're both white-haired, quote-unquote prodigies. So I think that'll be fun. Toshiro versus Kakashi. We're going to do that. And I don't know if I have any other video aside from that. Like, I still want to do my Mayuri video, Mayuri versus Iolapero deep dive breakdown. I still want to do that. You know what? I'll probably start pumping out a lot more videos after this, after my proposal to my girlfriend. I'll probably do a lot more after that, but that's been like really on the mind and stuff. But yeah, expect Toshiro versus Kakashi. That should be fun. Look at this fraud. He has to run up a cliff to hit lightning. Against Kakuza, New Team 7 should win. They have the necessary elemental counters. They do. Yeah, okay. Then the Akatsuki versus the New Team 7 might not be a good video then. If everyone already thinks they win, then I don't know. But alright, y'all, I'm about to get out of here. I got work tomorrow and shit. But this was fun. Hopefully we can finish up Boruto this week. Ab-Stract out. Da-na-na.